Where did they want it?
Wherever they play it, bro.
Exactly.
You literally earlier said that.
Fucking platform, Fonz.
So
yes, the console that they didn't update for years and ignored and made fucking people be like, why don't I feel like an actual person that I care?
On a different platform, you dumbass. Oh, he is married. Yeah,
no, he's not. I thought you have it in fucking June.
I have, but that's the wedding ceremony. I'm Islamically married now after the civil.
Oh, you have to wait till she turns a certain age. I'm sorry. No, that was bad.
God damn. I'm very nice, politically correct. I respect your culture and everyone else's. We're just
four games. It's interesting, isn't it? That's all I'm gonna say.
Discord. You got to turn your camera on in Discord.
Turn your freaking camera on, you piece of.
Fonz is going to Streamlabs like a fucking asshole, not knowing where to turn his camera on. It's on Discord, you stupid bitch.
What are you?
I'm not talking about my camera. I'm talking about the link to the show because he went live and turned it off.
Why do you have Gaz? Your shit's so fucked up. You have his symbol on my name. You stupid bitch.
It's because his camera's off. He needs to turn his camera on, and then it's gonna.
This is all fucking Fonz's fault. Every single one. It is your OBS. You need to turn OBS off.
Oh, Zaka, you're a toddler.
I love fucking with you two. So awesome.
Oh, shit. Oh, flip is this? Ah, we got.
Oh shit.
Yes. Why does it look like you're the operator in fucking Matrix every time you do something? Look at you. You're like sitting there fucking going crazy. I fucking hate it.
We did it. Episode number 3 of Friendly Fire. Oh, it wasn't my fault. It was Fonz. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
Shit
right.
at tech, bro.
Gaz went live and then immediately turned it off. So we had to have a new link created. Gaz had to sit there and do that while I played some PoE too. But anyways, that's
Damn,
besides.
Zalker is mean.
That was slightly different.
I am mean to the people I love the most. That's how I show my love. Trauma.
He loves us the most. Look at this guy's face. Fonzarelli, Zoka, me. Yo, it works. I was hoping it was a test. Yes, we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the episode 3 of Friendly Fire podcast, where every successive week we've done the show. The complete destruction of the industry has ensued. Maybe there's a correlation there. Because it has...
Is there a correlation between you fucking up the show every week and the industry itself fucking up? Because I don't know.
Yeah, just
Can you get a show out without a hiccup?
Blame the Muslim, man. Thank you, Fonz. Freaking racist.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I heard it plain and
Look
clear.
at the face. Look at that face.
Look at his face.
Oh man, I'm gonna turn this AC off because I know you can hear some shit in the background.
There's the peacock fucking here.
Dude, you better leave. You better leave that shit on.
Yeah, just don't touch anything anymore.
This freaking screen turned off and I turned off the AC. This country's infrastructure is not great. Chat. We're gonna make some memes. I think that's gonna be much clearer. You're not gonna hear any kind of shitty noises. I need to set my camera
country's
out.
infrastructure is not great because your monitor turned off.
Yeah.
Dude.
And we don't have. Yo, you drank a Monster as well. I wish to be sponsored by Monster at this point. Me and you have a ritual now. We drink a Monster.
I got a newborn. I gotta fucking stay alive somehow.
Yeah, bro. I don't even blame you, bro. It's just some madness. I touched grass today. I went for a hike.
I saw you. You saw.
Finally.
You saw some people out there.
Ponies. Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, a little couple ponies. They were just frolicking, eating grass.
Yeah, taking shits like PlayStation's taking shits on the entire world. It is a crazy.
I wonder if they're gonna take the physical grass away from them too.
digital grass. I wouldn't be surprised at that point if the stables made fun of PlayStation. Everybody's making fun of PlayStation this week. This is the butt of the industry's jokes. Oh shit. Well, KFC.
Yeah, they're actually getting kind of. They're getting kind of fucked. Like even the Sony fans, man. Like some of them are not happy about what's going on at all.
Bro.
For the first time in my life, I've ever seen Sony fans be like, "No, fuck you. I won't buy your shit anymore." And I'm like, "Oh shit, they have a backbone. What's going on?"
I know, it was weird. I thought the only time. Well, we'll talk about that in a sec because that is a big chunky topic concerning what the hell's going on in the state of the world, which has massive ramifications. I mean, there's no way I thought something would happen this week or last week or whatever that would completely eclipse the impending doomsday of Xbox and its first party studios. But it's happening. It's crazy. This industry is reaching a point. The gaming industry is reaching this boiling point. We're going to find out about it. But before we talk about Sony and its absolute colossal up, we'll have to talk about a few other things. Namely, first of all, the big failure that was confirmed this week. We found out that one of the studios that delivered what you were arguing was an incredible game. Everyone says it's a great game. James Bond, 007, First Light. Great by IO Interactive, delivered madness. Some people say it's a Game of the Year contender. This studio has proven itself, and then bam, we find out this week that Microsoft, in its gutting and the massive absolute destruction that we will find out tomorrow is going to take place, the absolute culling, the bloodbath. It also it killed off the partnership, this fantasy game that it was working on with IO Interactive. Microsoft took that decision, and I'm hearing some conflicting things about the development and the state of it. One developer reached out to me and said, in fact, actually, some of the internal testing that they did for 007 First Light versus this fantasy game, they had this fantasy game rated higher in their internal testings and their mock review scores than the James Bond game. And I'm like, what? How far was this game in development? But you've been playing that game, bro. Bloomberg confirms Xbox was funding Project Fantasy. Xbox is taking a fresh look at where we invest, so we're focusing on our highest priorities. But the interesting thing, and I look at Fonz when I say this, is maybe this is music to your ears, but whether or not it's bullshit, it remains to be seen. My Xbox, despite all of this absolute gutting, says this: we're not reducing our overall investment in games. We expect to invest about the same in content as we did last year. What's changing is where we're investing and the kinds of projects we're backing. Well, gents, Fonz, this is what you've been asking for, no? This is a sign of them prioritizing maybe quality over this. What did you call them? Rinky-dink games? This is it?
No.
Come on.
I called them Game Pass fodder.
Oh,
Game Pass fodder. Get it right.
Oh, that's what he said.
A lot of those games were or are. Look, at the end of the day, I don't necessarily like the fact that I hear that they're going to be spending just as much on less games. Like,
why?
Because
what
well,
do you
here's
mean?
the thing.
You should love that.
Well, I don't think that's.
How can you spend the same
Are
amount
they going to make a lot bigger games than we know that they can make with their franchises they have now? Like,
yeah,
because
that's the whole point.
Well, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. How can you just look at this situation and go, well, I'm sure that Xbox will come up with some fantastic games going forward with the studios they have now. What the fuck?
We're saying fucking plumber crack. We're seeing
plumber
plumber crack coming out of nowhere.
No, look.
The guy has more hair on his ass than he does his face.
I've said this a bunch of times.
Still looks the same.
I see that Asha has vision for the company. I see what she's trying to do, and I like a lot of what she says. But when it comes to the games themselves, I still have to see what they greenlight.
I understand that.
Because
no one is having blind faith in them.
But because here's the thing, like the current franchises that they have now, would I like to see more money thrown at them? Not really. I don't see it. Well, because if you look at the Halo Gears, the Forzas and stuff, I don't think that they need any more money than they do now. Like they have to come up with some creative new IP, some compelling IP that many people want to play. Can they come up with that is the question. I have no idea. And none of us do. We have to see what happens, what they greenlight. And that is going to be a long time away. We're not going to know what's going on for years with some of these new titles.
I agree with you. I agree with you to some extent, but like the whole point of this was there was a lot of people basically reporting that the reason why they're shutting down Compulsion, the reason why they're shutting down all these other studios was because they wanted to put money towards Halo, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, bigger games that people have wanted, right? Like that's, if you take all those studios and they make games that are, some people like them, but obviously they're not hitting the masses. So it's fine. And so they're going to try to put that into more of other studios. And apparently they're going to put it in the Halo studio, but also Halo is going to be a very small team. Halo's going to have a smaller team, and they're going to make it way more like third party, that someone else handles the bulk of it.
First of all, do you trust Halo Studios at this point?
No,
Zucker?
that's why he's saying let the freaking third parties deal with it.
Oh, so give them more money and have less team there. Like, what is that going to do?
I mean, so then what do you want? Do you want just Halo to go away from, like, because it's not the Halo team's going to be there to oversee shit.
I want a different team.
That is a different team making it. That's the whole point.
You want to build a brand new team?
I don't think this team is. Gaz, you say it all the fucking time too. Is Halo Studios any fucking good?
Halo Studios is dog shit. Well, I'm telling you, the solution is not build a brand new team from ground up.
No. Give it to a different team. Give
it to id Software.
Give the franchise.
Give it to
a different team.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would give it to id.
Yes.
I would give it to id.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't mind the. It's gonna be a fucking hot take. I understand that there's gonna be a bloodbath on Monday. Some of the studios, it's like I don't mind, because you just don't like it. Even if you didn't get shut down, it doesn't matter to me, because I don't really enjoy your games all that much. So it's a little weird that, like, yeah, some studios, like if they touch id or Machine Games, which there's some stuff going on now, but the whole point of shutting those down was to take all that money that you save from those studios and put them into bigger games, bigger franchises. And so that's what everybody here wants. Like, that's a lot of people have complained, especially everybody on this panel, and a lot of people in chat have said, like, yeah, I want bigger games, just like better games that stand out and can stand on their own, even if that means we get less of them, right? Because that's the whole point, was that, as you were saying, Fonz,
I guess my point is it doesn't necessarily mean spend more to make a great game. That's my overall point. Like,
well, they're not spending more. They're just allocating their funds towards it.
I know, but what I'm saying is, like, you don't need more money thrown at these specific studios for these specific franchises. Like, I would rather see them build upon other games, like brand new games. Like, I want new IP. I really do.
I think that's part of the allocation. Yeah. And I get that, like, so at the beginning of this, we were talking about IO Interactive losing out on, at first it was in 2022. I think Jez called it Project Dragon. And that was like what it was rumored, and then now it's Project Fantasy. Okay. And so they've been making that game, IO Interactive, and Xbox has been funding them since 2022. That's 4 years. And I think Asha kind of and the team saw where it was in a state where it was, and it probably needed a few more years, or maybe 3 more years of development. And they're like, yeah, we're not doing that, especially since they don't own the IP. Because that's the other thing people forget, is Asha, while she does talk about games, IO Interactive has said full blown that we own this IP. We're going to do what we want with it, and we are going to bring this out. Like, they are committed to bring this out because they have passion for it. So they're going to try to get that out and find funding somewhere or fund it themselves. Fine. Xbox doesn't own it. And Asha has mentioned many times that they want to be the #1 entertainment, not just gaming, everywhere in the world company. Like, right? They want to be the #1 company in entertainment. So that means if you own an IP, you can make a game out of it, you can make a show, you can make a movie, you can make books, comic book, whatever it is. They want to do that. And it's like, that's her plan, is that if we don't own this IP, why are we funding you even more, even though it's been 4 years of us giving you money funding this game? And I'm not even talking shit about IO Interactive. The game might be going very well for them, but I don't know IO Interactive, and it's an online game, I believe. That's online what I thought it was. Game?
I think.
Is that what it was? If I remember correctly, it's an online game. They haven't made a games as a service online game, I don't think, yet. So this would be their first foray into that.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Do they want more control over their studios and what they make? Or are they going to let them have creative freedom?
No, more control.
Okay, so if they want more control, my question is this, and the audience can answer as well.
I mean, maybe.
This is a great question. This is a great question. If they want more control over the studios, then who there that you know that will have control can actually tell them what types of games to make? Is it Matt Booty? Is it Asha Sharma? Is it Matthew Ball?
That's a broad question. That's a, like...
Well, I mean, yeah, like... But like the point, like, so Fonz, to me, I think
they want more control, because the thing is like when you let studios have more creative control, that would give them more. Well, I know that there's those passion projects, but with other studios outside of the Microsoft
we got
studios,
Bleeding Edge. You got freaking the Lighthouse game.
But that's where your innovation should come from, is from the developers themselves.
Yeah,
like,
but
I
it's
think
a
it's so.
balancing
This is a layered question to me, because one,
yes,
I know what people are going to say. I think number one, I think it's probably going to be Matt Booty, and then everybody's going to jump down and be like, "Well, look what he's done already." Matt Booty did not control what people did. He provided resources, and he made that very clear. Like, he's like, I have to give studios the resources to make the games they want to make. And Phil Spencer, his whole thing was, let them make what they want. You don't dictate it. Matt Booty's job was to just provide them the resources to do that. And to some extent, he was successful in that, because games launched, some games came out. We might not have liked the games, but he provided the resources for them to make it.
Was you telling me he has no responsibility for oversight, for making an assessment of whether or not
because that was something
that
Jason Schreier has said, that Phil Spencer basically gave them, like, you go make the games you want to make. And he said that in his video, that their prerogative with Game Pass and a lot of the studios that they bought in 2018, so not Bethesda, not Activision Blizzard, but a lot of the studios that they bought within 2018, like Obsidian and all that, you go make games and go chase like game of the year contenders. We don't care if they're profitable.
It just really comes down to, like, how much control they're going to have over these studios and what they greenlight going forward. Who does that? Who makes those decisions? And also, you know, just throwing money at these games isn't the answer, because there's a lot of games that come out there that, I mean, look at Expedition 33. It was $10 million to make, and that game is fantastic. You don't need AAA bangers necessarily. They need great games, period, across the board. It doesn't mean AAA budget.
Of course, Fox. It's like, we understand.
I know, but my whole thing is, like, who is going to be at the creative helm?
You don't have one singular figure there. You don't have a singular. Which company has one singular figure making oversight of multiple studios and determines?
Matt Booty was the one that oversaw those studios, right? And I understand your point, Zocker, where you're saying, hey, yeah, they were just basically funding these studios and letting them have creative control. But with more control, do you think Booty is that guy still? Do you think he can? You know,
I don't know. So the thing that I'm seeing, so we can kind of tie this in together, right? The thing that I'm seeing is now, I don't know if people saw the news today where Arcane, basically the new head of Arcane is Machine Games director.
Apparently, that's old information. He was appointed last summer.
So apparently, from what I read, he was appointed director last year, and now he's head of studio.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if that's true. Like, fact check that, chat, if you want. I want to make sure that, because that's what I read, that last year he was put in as director, and now he's head of studio. So it kind of seems like, and I still think they might get shut down, but maybe that's the leadership that needs to change.
Apparently,
it's not just Matt Booty.
Blade's development's not been great.
It's apparently like a year and a half more away. If you remember, and I said this in my video, and I said this kind of in my podcast too yesterday, is I want to, you see it where Matt Booty was saying, these are the next 12 months at that game show. These are the games coming out in the next 12 months. The reason why Blade wasn't there is because it's not going to make that 12-month mark. And they're going to make decisions on things beyond the 12 months. And honestly, there's probably going to be decisions on the Helix. There's going to be decisions on a lot of things. So when you look at all of that put together, it just makes sense that you need better leadership within the studios.
Yeah.
Like that to me is the number one thing I think is the biggest problem, because I don't think Matt Booty's going to every single studio and be like, no, yes, no, yes.
Impossible.
That's not his job.
That's not how it works.
His job is to be like, give us 2 or 3 concepts, give us 2 or 3 games, then we discuss your idea about it. I think the idea within the studios is the issue. I think that the studios didn't have the prerogative or the motivation to make games that appeal to broader audiences, because Phil Spencer's thing was like, you just make games that go after this, and they went after some zany shit.
No,
like, but straight up.
Yeah, so this is where the shit leadership comes in, where you're just being like soft touch, and you're really like allowed. Everyone thought, oh, we can build whatever we want. Rare gets a chance to freaking mess about with Everwild, show it off, then go back to the drawing board and say, no, we're going to delay indefinitely until we figure out what we've built after spending God knows how many millions of Microsoft money. They were given a chance again, and then they've scrapped it. That is a call to just shut the studio down. That's if you're effective leadership. How the fuck? First of all, it's on us that we allowed you to build this game for 4 years and then you just scrap it because you didn't know what it was. So did you sell us a Ponzi scheme? But we're stupid. We gave you 4 years and then only for you to cancel it and still riding on Sea of Thieves money. So that's terrible leadership. And it's terrible leadership where you've given carte blanche for all these passion studios and then nothing has worked. The needle hasn't moved. You set a target in 2027 to hit a Game Pass milestone and you're not even remotely close to that, and they still have that autonomy, and there's no real metric what kill. I'm not saying these games are, look, passion projects are great, but you've got what, Pentiment, Kiln, Bleeding Edge, you've got all these freaking games, Keeper. And all these.
Can I make an excuse for them?
Fuck the excuses, man. At the same time, they're a business, man. This is the balance. Double Fine were always walking on a little tight edge rope and not being relevant. They got bought out by Microsoft, respected them. They went to help out these indie studios. They built Psychonauts 2, critically acclaimed, and then what? You're gonna keep churning out these passion projects and not have one good big game in development?
Yes, you're 100% right, and that's why they hired Asha to do what she's doing, and I like her vision, and I see her. Listen, I like the fact that she's put a stop to some of these games being made. That's great and fine. But my thing is, going forward, can they make those games that appeal to a broader audience?
Bro,
I hope they can.
Sean with the pony super chat. I didn't know you could do that. Shout out Sean. I'm going to abuse the shit out of that on PlayStation Podcast. No, but look, I am so grateful, Fonz, that for God knows how many years we kept talking about Microsoft's oversight shit. David Jaffe, I remember, came on Game On Daily saying their oversight is dog shit. Sony have really rigorous quality control, which turned out to be bullshit when it comes to multiplayer, at least. But for ages, everyone have got an inclination that Xbox just sit there and ovulate, and it's like, let's just touch each other up. It's a nice little struggle cuddle session with all our developers, and we give you carte blanche, and you don't produce shit. For the first time, and this sounds really harsh and insensitive, and I put it in my video, and some people were crying about, you're just calling for people to get fired? Bro, I'm just calling for some fucking quality standards at Microsoft so that Xbox finally hits a quality mark that we all envisaged. That the IPs that you were talking about, Zorka, last week, that they can actually finally greenlight. And we've got Lao Shimazaki just nails it. But before I read his super chat, let me read Ilaji's super chat. And he goes, the original 4 games a year plan, should we go back to that? No. Fuck that. What? Don't have an artificial number of 4 games a year because we have to try and hit a game Pass milestone. That's why.
I wouldn't even like, they're bringing out like 7 to 8 games. Like the 4 games a year actually makes sense to me even more because it gives your games to breathe like 3 months. So it's like every 3 months you have a big game, and that's what. I've listened to a couple of podcasts, I've listened to a couple of people talking, and they're like, everything that's coming into Game Pass, it's like this comes out, then this comes out the same month, and it's not a big event game. So every 3 months, if you have a big game come out, Game Pass becomes far more valuable to people. And you don't need 17 games in there. If you have the 4 games every 3 months, I think we talked about it here. Like, I have a new child. People have things. We're adults. I beat a game, unless it's a really good game where I'm going to sit there and like take the time. It takes me a little while to beat a game. Yeah. So if they bring out a game that takes a couple months to beat, I can see that being something. And I also think that this is the other thing that the person that just resigned, Craig Duncan, that left, I'm going to give Rare a little bit of an excuse here, even though I think they're going to get fucking destroyed on Monday. Xbox saw Sea of Thieves be super successful, 40 million players, made a shit ton of money. They funded Rare, and then they gutted the leadership by putting them in other positions because they're like, whoa, they were successful. Let's take Craig Duncan and make him this. Let's take Joe Neate and make him this, without really cultivating and keeping the same culture and leadership within Rare. When you take out the studio head and the people that were running that fucking place, and then you try to make up for inadequacies across Xbox with those people, you hurt the studio. Like a director left, and then they take Craig Duncan out. It's like, what are you doing? It's like the dude was good at what he did, was running Rare, and Rare was like very trim, by the way, when they made Sea of Thieves, and they still delivered a really good game, and then used other people.
You know what?
And so like other studios to help them, which was like third-party studios that ended up like kind of merging in with Rare. So he was very good at working in a studio and running it and bringing other people in it. It's like, why take that out and then make him head of studios or head of this? It's like, bro, he was killing it. Let him do what he does.
Yeah, so this is the thing.
Wait, was he head of Rare when they were creating Everwild?
He had the director. He was the head of Rare, but he was sponsoring more of Sea of Thieves, and then the director that was there
was
left.
Just a bunch of money wasted. For how many
the director
years? Like
left.
10 years, like a decade on that game. Insanity.
No,
and they showed us gameplay.
Oh,
they showed us in-engine shit for ages.
It felt like a
big
decade,
fish
man. That
vomiting
game
out
was...
little
Bro, they
fish and
announced
shit.
it in 2020.
We'll do a pagan
felt
dance
like a
around a
decade.
tree. Piece of shit. Like this pisses me off. I would love to go inside. That sounds weird. I'd love to go behind closed doors to see how the fuck this $1 trillion company can fuck up its entertainment division so rawly, so basic bitch stuff. It's because they get a bunch of freaking people waving their X's around and they suck them off and they say, yeah, everything is fine at these Xbox showcase events, but they don't even get any feedback from them. The solution to what Fonz, your question was, how do they go ahead and determine what projects to greenlight, what projects are good? I'll tell you what they need. They need a core auditing team, like a really rigorous team who know what they're doing, who make a quality assessment. You can't be a singular figure, and they'll have to call to account these teams. Have it like these,
but who does
it's not
that?
like a mini Gestapo, but it's like these guys are going there. They're the quality Gestapo, if you call them that. They're just going there, just like okay, what's the milestone you've reached? First of all, we understand, because remember, they did an internal audit of PlayStation games at one point, of all of Sony's games, and said we can't do a lot. The Last of Us is so beautiful, it's so great, because they have this, they have motion capture, they have all this shit. They did audits of the other teams. They need to build a team that knows what they're doing. No bullshit. No freaking mandate. No like, oh no, we need to make women look like this and this, that. And they expended energy, and that was their policy on that stuff. Like, no, fuck that shit, man. It's business now. You're killing off.
Yeah, but who's gonna do that?
That's what I'm saying. They have to build a team to don't only have a singular figure. You build a team that just quality.
Yeah, but I guess my point is like, remember you were just saying like Jaffe or whoever said that PlayStation has quality control. Yeah. Okay. And then so what happened with their games as a service? No quality control because they don't know what they're looking at.
Because that team is shit when it comes to multiplayer. They had a core team that do the single
exactly.
player.
No, that's my point. Is that Xbox is very good at making co-op online games. It's why I'm an Xbox fan. Those are the games I fucking love. I love Gears of War. I love games where I can go online and I have a campaign I can go through. That's what they do. And so they, for all intents and purposes, has done well. Do they need a single player kind of person to audit like how you make adventure games, action adventure games? Yeah, I think they need somebody. I don't know who that is internally. I think they need to go to externally to get that.
Even if it's internal, you need to obviously you want to make sure that if it's external, it's a problem because they have to bind them to very strong, rigid NDAs because you can't have that kind of information.
No, I'm not talking external. I'm talking about bring someone into Xbox, hire them full time to build a team out that has been proven to do that. Fonz, what are you going on about? What's going on?
My mind is blown.
Why is your blind?
So I'm looking.
Are you watching a Pornhub? What are you looking at?
Supposedly, with you
looking at his crotch going,
anyways, so Everwild supposedly has been in production since 2014, and then they rebooted it in 2021, and they've spent approximately over $100 million on that game before it was canceled.
Yeah,
so
2014 is like
for
concepts,
11
bro.
fucking years, dude.
It's not really development, bro. 2014 is like concept shit.
Bro, they spent money on that game.
Are we talking about Everwild?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fucking atrocious. Atrocious.
It's gone. Isn't it canceled?
Chat's asking me who, guys? Who are you gonna hire? Who? Like a bunch of freaking owls. I don't know. Hire I don't want to make up some names of fucking people. Hire a group of people who can do an audit properly. Don't hire freaking Cole Eastwood who'll say, yes, that's great. I'm talking about real people who know quality. Bro, they're probably doing it now.
That's the only reason why I question their future when it comes to making new IP. It's like, who is going to be that creative at the creative helm to okay and green light those games? Like, because we've had Matt Booty there forever now, and nobody really trusts him. Like, if you ask,
but I'm not saying that. I don't think Matt Booty's greenlighting games.
No, I'm not saying he is, but I'm saying they need to find people who know that have an eye for a good game that's going to speak to a broader audience. They need to have that.
They need a core team of actual people who know how the fuck things work. Who will actually say what and identify.
Somebody said hire Yoshida. Yeah, hire Yoshida.
That would actually be hilarious.
Yoshida's funny as hell. He's got a great sense of humor, by the way.
Yeah, we'll talk about that guy in a bit because he's hilarious. Lau, thank you so much for the HK50. He says they should make games that people actually want to buy and play. Last thing is I want is another Redfall or Kiln StarCraft looter shooter, please. Well, you might be getting that. You're gonna find out at BlizzCon.
Hey, if they do a StarCraft looter shooter or whatever the fuck it is, I'm gonna cry like tears of joy, and then I'm just gonna convert my channel to that because I'm gonna cry.
I would play.
Can I just say by the way, we're just saying like I don't like the conversation because we're like, well, they just need a fucking team to audit everything.
Yeah.
The whole fucking industry needs a fucking team. It's like, this is not just an Xbox problem. This is an industry problem.
Well,
I think this is a lot harder.
Right now.
I know that, but I think this is an industry problem. Okay, but you guys are just saying shit.
We all know it's an industry problem, but it's not just a whole wide industry problem. There's some game makers out there that are making good quality fucking games like Capcom, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Capcom's getting banger after banger. Why? Because they have good studio heads. That's why.
Capcom's been killing it, and they're probably the only ones killing it.
Capcom is killing it.
Yes, Capcom is killing it.
And Xbox can, with the trillions of dollars that the Microsoft has, to hire a good... Look, I'll tell you what. It was, first of all, Xbox One generation, indies, winning them back because PlayStation loves indies. We care about it. They fucked it up rawly. Their messaging, digital, blah, blah, blah. Then they gave them full autonomy. We bought all these studios, didn't know how to manage them. And then they freaking chewed on ZeniMax, and then they chewed on ABK, and none of the management was happening. They were growing so quick, and they couldn't manage anything. And they're being attacked by bees. And tomorrow, you're going to see the culmination of all that bullshit. And now, finally, after years, this is the thing I've been begging for for Xbox to come to this point, where they will come to a point where there was finally quality control, or even the prospect of a quality control. Now the mandate is clear. Our business is struggling. Our teams are not doing what we want to. We have to be brutal to cancel some games. You're not gonna like it. Senua, you'll be fucking happy, Zorka, if the freaking Ninja Theory gets gone. Both of you pieces of shit.
I'm not gonna even,
dude.
How much do you think this has to do with Game Pass, Gaz? How much do you think a lot of their problems has to do with Game Pass, with all these games you're talking about?
I don't think it's just a Game Pass problem. I don't think it has to do. I think it's a studio problem.
I think Game Pass is a big disruptor, including within their own freaking company. I think that it's a huge disruptor because it's stopped people from buying games.
You know how it doesn't become a disruptor? Do you know how it doesn't become a disruptor? Is if you tell them you make games, and if your game comes out like Forza, we see a spike in subscription. We see that your game is doing well, and it's actually driving people to the subscription service and actually having people buy it like Forza can. But they didn't have that mandate at all. So if that's the whole point. I understand. Now it wasn't before. It wasn't before because that's not what Phil wanted. That's not what Sarah wanted. Now with this new team, who knows what's going to happen to Game Pass? We can't trust anything they say right now. I've already said that we got to wait at least a year to 2 years
I'm still
before we
by
see what's going
to change. It's going to change big time. Game Pass is
100%.
It's going to change. It's going. We already know that.
Game Pass is happening. All three of us are in agreement. Day and date is disappearing, or in some way, shape, or form. That is part of the course correction. If what you're saying is true, and that is well, you attribute Xbox's problems a lot to Game Pass.
No, because what I said with the games you're speaking of that were put into Game Pass, because literally we heard that they were told that, hey, these games are just going to be in Game Pass. You don't have to worry about making profit.
That's a policy decision from freaking Phil Spencer. Yes. And that's no bearing on
okay, so I guess my point is, I guess my point is like, are you blaming Game Pass or are you blaming the policy?
It's the policy. You've just said it,
That's what I'm saying.
It's the policy.
It's the policy for
okay, so it's the policy. So it's not really Game Pass, because if Asha comes in and says it has to be profitable and it has to drive subscriptions in Game Pass, is Game Pass still the problem, or was the policy the problem?
It's the policy. Exactly, Fonz. You've admitted it.
Yeah,
Look, if
the
you have
policy
good
for
games,
sure.
So it's the policy. It's what Phil mandated to the leadership in his studios to do. Is you just bring it out.
Yes. If we're just talking about these specific games, yes, 100% the policy. But there's other issues within Game Pass that
I know it's a multifaceted
causing
issue.
problems. It's there's a lot more nuance to it.
So that's my point. Is that was the whole point that we had when we first did this podcast. The platform, it's honestly just the fucking policies that's going on. And so if Asha and the whole team changes those policies, or she demands like, hey, you need to make games that go to a broader audience, and also you need to bring out games sooner and focus on IPs that are going to sell, then Game Pass is not the problem. It's the policies and the leadership surrounding Game Pass and how they treated it.
I'm still saying Game Pass is still a problem, though.
Okay, before we carry on, let me just quickly read these super chats. We've got Sean, first of all, putting up a dumbbell freaking emoji, then a hot dog emoji, then a rainbow emoji. I think he's coming out. I don't know what he's trying to say. But yeah, Newcomb Nintendo.
Coming out? I thought he was already out.
He's outside. Newcomb Nintendo, good to see you. And thank you for the $10 super chat. He goes, stupid Xbox could have ended. Sorry, this mouse is blocking my view. Stupid Xbox could have ended Sony Gay Station. Oh my god.
You read that out loud.
The chat was
That's
covered in my
That's
mouse thing. I'm not even joking. By doing 3 things to fucking hell, Newcomb, not putting games on the PS5. Yes, we agree. Getting the marketing rights for GTA 6. Well, I definitely was saying that. Spend a bill if I have to. You fucking it. Anyway, and bundling GTA 6 with the Series X and S. Xbox is stupid. Well, they don't know what they're doing. Apart from the start, I agree. Good point. And you know, stuff that we've said here. Bashi Washi, thank you with a 5. Hire a 45 vowed Chad into gaming. Simple. What's a vowed Chad?
What do you mean bald?
A bald Chad. There's so many bald people.
Shit, I'm almost there, baby. Hire me. We going. Can't hire this peacock, but actually you can hire Fonz right now.
Yeah. Fonz.
No, why would they do that? I would just do away with Game Pass altogether. Piss people off.
Shit. I mean,
the only games that Xbox would bring out if Fonz was in there is third-person action adventure games that play like Crimson Desert, or to be like, how do we make this more like PoE 2? That's all.
Exactly.
What is the Sea of
Can we
Thieves
get more
Bruno
Diablo,
situation?
Please. Yeah.
Captain Bianchi says, please look into the Sea of Thieves Bruno. I will. I don't know who the Sea of Thieves Bruno situation is, but I will. Yeah, okay, tomorrow. Well, I guess we'll have to cover it now because we've kind of gone through it. IO Interactive's games cancelled. People thought that's fucking atrocious. I've seen industry pundits go... my biggest fear is this. Some of the loudest people in the industry are really kind of probably confusing the shit out of Asher Sharma and the head of Xbox. You've got Jeff Grubb. You've got freaking Greg Miller and all of these guys saying, oh no, get rid of the hardware, everything everywhere. They're just fucking crying. But they need to stay the course. Exclusivity is the answer. Better quality control is the answer. Do not fall for the bullshit a lot of these media types are trying to say. A lot of the PlayStation guys are peddling and pushing and enhancing this rhetoric. Oh, Xbox is gonna die. Oh, they're pushing. You know, they don't need to be exclusive. Well, all the while saying that they really cared about exclusivity and that's why Xbox should be competing. But that was all bollocks. You've seen that right now. As soon as Xbox tries to go back to exclusivity, it's so much fake bullshit. If you're Xbox Asher Sharma, if anyone's crazy enough to listen to us, I will tell you this: do not go back. Do not relent on your exclusivity strategy. Build your brand. You have still the potential. But the question is this: tomorrow we find out how much fucking damage. Oh, day after tomorrow.
Not tomorrow, you stupid bitch.
Yeah, I keep thinking it's Sunday.
Monday.
Yeah, sorry.
Monday.
I know that actually the long weekend has kind of messed me up. I think it's like Sunday right now. And then I'm like, oh, I get to sleep in again. I don't even sleep in, bro. I'm just up all night with the kids. So it's like,
I don't blame you. But what they need to do, they need to, okay, tomorrow, fucking Monday, we'll find out. Monday, I keep thinking it's tomorrow. Monday is D-Day for Xbox. There's so much bullshit, so much FUD coming out right now.
Can we say something about the bloodbath that's about to happen? I don't know if I want to ask you both.
Okay.
You guys have made videos, you guys have done stuff, you've talked about this, the reset, the chat. Is the backlash not that bad against Xbox outside of like Greg Miller's horseshit that he was saying? Like, I feel like a lot of people, even PlayStation fans, they're like, oh, it sucks that people are losing their jobs, but like Undead Labs hasn't brought out a game in 9 years. Like a lot of the studio, like it's almost as if people kind of understand what's about, like,
yeah,
depending on some of the studios, like if they fuck with Machine Games, if they fuck with Machine Games or id or some surprise studio gets shut down, honestly, the ones that have been announced, I feel like a lot of people are like, I see why they got shut down. Like it's almost like kind of a shrug, like fuck, it sucks, but it's also I see why it happened.
Yes, bro. Look, listen to me. People are gonna turn that around and say you guys are so fucking horrible, blah blah blah. No.
Dude, I think you're counting your. Look, wait till Monday.
Yeah.
Wait till Monday, then you'll see all the scathing articles. I can't believe
and that's fine.
It's gonna be the same fucking lot.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeff Grubb is completely now. He's like, Xbox is done. I hate it, and I understand the emotion because Perfect Dark to me was also very painful as a cancellation. But
not for me.
But then if you look at it, they had the whole time it was a bullshot that they were selling, and that's Xbox's fault as well.
Zucker,
they just sit there.
You said this just 2 days before they're about to go nuclear on Xbox because they're just waiting to get away from negative news from PlayStation.
Oh
they're
my God.
waiting to get on to somebody else.
Pierce? I mean, Alana Pierce cried about AI, this and that, then she ends up working for fucking Sony, who ended up freaking doubling down now on AI. That we heard about it. I don't see the selective.
They're making micro lenses at their new at the factory, their biggest disc factory that made 600,000 discs a day. Sony in Europe, I think it's in Austria. They just refurbished that whole thing and retrained all of their workers in there to make micro lenses for AI data center implementations. Dude, like,
where's the
talk
energy?
about just like a big fuck you.
To
everybody.
I'll talk about this. The media bias bollocks. I'm going to talk about it now because it's, we used to mock it. We're like, okay, there's an element of
Xbox tax.
The Xbox tax.
There is an Xbox tax. There is.
No, 100% there is an Xbox tax. If there is an Xbox tax, we've seen it from the media all the time. The problem is it gets conflated by a bunch of victim freaking morons and some content creators that go, they cry about everything and they don't want to have any accountability. Everything is great from Xbox. Everything needs to be fucking amazing. And these content creators and these kumbaya pieces of shit are the biggest problem for Xbox. That's why I was getting it in the neck. Why did I get that? Made the anti-Xbox video? I had literal.
What do you take in your throat?
Literal debt. What?
You said you take something in the throat.
No, I didn't take anything in my neck, not my throat.
Oh. Sure, bud. Sure.
Don't
Moving
judge.
on.
It's 2026. But I was getting all that shit. But you know why? It's because you build this cult. It is across the board. However, this is the problem. When it actually exists, the problem, it gets brushed up under the carpet because you have all these other freaking drones just crying wolf about this stuff. This week we find out Christopher Drink is literally been what everyone rinses this guy for being anti-Xbox. He always interacts on socials like that. He freaking loves PlayStation. He's getting access to Jim right over there. He loves it. He just gets, all of that. And then someone finds out that he on LinkedIn is thanking everyone. We've hit a certain milestone. I want to thank my sponsors. Sony is the first one he mentions. You're like, Sony's been sponsoring you? You mentioned that first. You publicly do that. Then his response to that is, I'm not really a journalist. Plus, it's not really payment.
No, I'm not really a games journalist. Is what he fucking said.
What the fuck is that? How can you say that?
You guys are all wrong. He's not a games journalist. Look, it doesn't matter if Sony fucking sponsors him. He doesn't talk badly about Xbox or anybody else. Like,
are you taking the piss?
Dring is a great guy.
Hey, listen.
Great guy.
Fonz, remember you came at Jez and saying he is a PR spokesman for Xbox, but I get what Microsoft used Jez to push their news. I understand that, but at the same time,
conflict of interest. This is conflict of interest. How can you be a games journalist, which he says he's not, which is complete bullshit, and have all these articles written by you, Dring, and all these interviews with, it's kind of funny. Now looking back, seeing all those interviews he got with Sony, now we know why.
Exactly.
We know
Paris is
why.
like, being sponsored by Sony is fine. You Xbox need to sell. No, shut the f***. Just because you're sponsored by Xbox, you piece of go in there freaking with your shades. Here we go. Play Microsoft Flight Simulator, Paris. Oh, it's the guy to take sponsorship. Of course, Paris Lily, the piece of whatever fucking say you had no problem with it. It's the problem. It's a problem. All the Paris Lily is pretty chilled, but Christopher Dring used to talk about the business. All the PlayStation guys just love him up, and on the same standard, standard they rinsed Jez, called it for. Where's the continuity? And his response is so fucking weak. First of all, he goes, "It's not really getting paid. The company that I'm working for is getting supported by it. By what? Financially? Who runs the company? Isn't it your company? I'm pretty sure it's a one-man band that you fucking run. And then you can't receipt to, I'm not a game journalist, and that is your freaking defense." Like, come on, man, it's bullshit. There's so much of this bullshit. So much of this bullshit across the entire industry.
Can I say something? When I read Paris's comment...
I just want to say this one thing. Let me just say this one thing. Yeah, and
Microsoft is going to have
Xbox,
an aneurysm.
This fucker's going to have a stroke on stream.
I just want to say this one thing. If there's any freaking hope, these are listening. That beep made it sound worse than what I was trying to say. I said F fuckers. Not anything else. It sounded like I said something else. No, what I was trying to say is... what I meant to say was this. Xbox, listen to me. It's time for you. My video that's coming out hopefully tomorrow is about this, or touches upon this. It's
tomorrow
time for you.
Or Monday?
Tomorrow or Monday. I think Sunday will be all right.
Okay. Sunday. All right.
Anyway.
You mean Monday, you fuck?
No, tomorrow. My video's coming out tomorrow, Sunday.
I just wanted to clarify because he's got the days mixed up.
Fucking confusing the shit out of me. No, what I was going to say is this.
Purposely, guys. Doing this purposely.
Go ahead. What? I'm confused. I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
I love it.
I'm sweating like a Pakistani trying to fly a plane. My plan is I'd be pilot, grep. What I'm trying to say is this, Microsoft. You have tried to court the media's favor. You've tried, doing all of this shit. It doesn't work. The media is set out. No matter what you do, the double standards are clear. You have to take the dark path. Stick to the... Especially after Monday. God knows what the fuck you got. You might even meet our ire. If you touch id Software, I'm sure there'll be layoffs across the board. But if you gut or cancel or do something wrong to id Software is the only studio. If you do touch them, I swear... But if, there's... I'm expecting layoffs across the board. But what I was trying to say is, you can't be doing the game anymore. You have to embrace the dark path. You have to do what you want to do. You stop courting the media's favor. And that means just go in quality control. Just focus on your games. Focus on your exclusives. Don't listen to Greg be like, make everything. I would make everything multi-plat and make them like cool art. Compulsion, make freaking South of Midnight 5. No. Just go in, treat it like a business, be ferocious because the other entrants are being ferocious. They don't even talk. Sony didn't even fucking say anything when they just fucking shat on the molten diarrhea across the faces of the entire fan base and the entire industry. At KFC, you had freaking Domino's take the piss and they didn't even fucking say a single word. And you know what they did instead? Instead, they find out, oh, by the way, we're going to fucking start looking at increasing the prices of our subscription for PlayStation freaking Plus. Because thank you. The most profitable tier is the most expensive one. Because you Sony pieces of shit will fucking buy anything. You're crying about it now, but tomorrow you will accept it because you're PlayStation. Yeah. So take a lesson, leaf out there, but just fucking focus on quality and everything will be okay. And that's a good segue, I think, into the the PlayStation situation.
So let me say one thing, though, actually. The Christopher Dring thing, I don't really give a fuck who he's funded by. The dude's going to write what he wants. I don't give a fuck where he gets his money. I'm not pocket watching that fool. The only thing I care about is that he put out a report of a studio shutting down. And all I thought was like, oh, that sucks. Because I said, I hope they don't touch Obsidian because they're one of the only developers that have delivered fucking games, like continuously brought games out. And then it's like, oh, no, it's not happening. It gets debunked. And my thought, I'm like, the fucking poor people that work there saw that article and were like, oh fuck, and like talked to their families, probably reached out to HR, probably reached out to their managers, fucking panicked. It's like when you have that type of, I guess, reach where you can say something and people take it for what it is, you got to have a little bit more fucking professionalism. Like, you need to be a little more professional when you put your shit out there like that. That's the only thing I thought of. I don't give a fuck where you get your money. It's more understand when you say something. Like, if Jason Schreier came out and said it, everybody would be like, it's done.
Yep.
Fucked.
Yep.
Like, whatever. Like, it's the same thing with this person. And then he's like, oh, I'm not even, it's not a smoking gun. I'm not even a real gaming journalist. It's like, fuck off.
Let me ask you this. Was Dring reporting on any of the layoffs for Bungie?
I don't even know. I don't think the only time that dude ever comes out of the woodwork is when it's like a negative Xbox thing. And that's the funny thing, is that that's part of it. Like, I don't know what he's written about. Can we check? Chat, can we check if he wrote anything about the discs being discontinued at PlayStation?
Yeah, did he write anything?
Can we look at that, or any of the layoffs at Bungie? Can we get a couple of those?
I'll show you. I'll show you what he said. It's so fucking hilarious. He did a podcast, and the title was like, Is it really Xbox gutting? It's in the same sentence. Xbox is like killing studios, but this Sony's software, digital push, is it really that bad? That's basically the framing of what it was. But he did cover it. And you would have to be stupid to fly in the face of that. Dring is, if this is for the people who call Jez a PR mouthpiece, by the same token, you can't say anything about Christopher Dring. He's the same. Christopher Dring is like maybe the polar, or even worse than Jez in terms of his skewed coverage of it, which is what I'm saying is let him do that shit. But that's the level.
Actually, can we chill out with the like? I don't know if you guys have. I'm asking everybody here. Have you guys read some of Jez's articles lately? Like, he's actually very fucking critical.
But people don't care.
He's been critical. Yeah, he's been
critical for a fucking while now, and he's actually reporting. And I'll say it here. I don't care, because I think Jez is a pretty cool dude. I've DM'd Jez some of the articles he's written. I'm like, yo, this is good reporting. Like, this is just good information out there, and it doesn't feel like, as some people have said, and I get it, like called him a mouthpiece, but he's actually been like, this is fucking terrible. You can't trust this. You can't trust that. What the fuck are we doing here? And it's like, you're reading it, and you're like, yo, this dude's pissed.
This is the point of the show where fucking Zucker just sucks someone off. Yeah, okay.
Live.
Learn from the best. Learn from the best. His name is fucking Fonz.
They're gonna say Cole.
That's why they call him the throat goat.
Petrad pasted the link to the headline. He goes, "Do any PlayStation users even use discs?" Was his headline. Christopher Drake. We love you.
Time out. Did you guys see the report? Oh, I got it. Gaz, I need you to see this.
Go on.
This shit. Have you seen this?
Wait,
so on I have it up on Twitter so everybody knows. So Noticia's PlayStation or whatever, that guy that covers PlayStation or whatever that account does, I don't know who the fuck runs it. He said moderators of the PlayStation subreddit have started deleting posts that reference 2023 Insomnia Games leaks. In those leaked documents, it was revealed that several PlayStation games were selling more copies in physical format than digital, or in some cases that physical sales were particularly equal to digital sales. And this has to do completely, like, more focused on first-party PlayStation games, because that's what I think people are not realizing. When they say more people buy digital games, what they mean by that is, oh, everybody's buying this live service game or getting it on digital, because there is where the fuck was Highguard? Was there a physical game? No. All these live service games are all digital. But when you look at PlayStation, you don't really think live service. You think single player games, and that is their focus. A lot of single player games still sell pretty well on physical formats because people like to buy them and then trade them in to fund their next game or give it to a buddy. So when PlayStation, their main focus, like, it's called the fucking solo station for a reason. Like, it's go and you play, like, that's what I call it. I don't go there to play with my buddies. I go there because I'm going to play a single player game.
Yeah, that's a single player.
And so
pretty much.
If that's what people are buying is physical games on PlayStation, plus there's collectors, all that, the data shows that it does that. And all the moderators apparently on the PlayStation subreddit are getting rid of that shit. Like, they're deleting those posts and everything. It is fucking crazy the amount of like damage control they're trying to do, and PlayStation fans are actually trying to fucking be like, no, I still buy physical games. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, especially your single player games. I still buy that shit.
Yeah. I think that's where the reality. I mean, obviously you'll get the people who downplay the shit out of it, rightly or wrongly. This week we saw. I guess this is the entrance. This is the intro to the topic. Sony is basically, unless you've been living under a rock, you know that Sony is now killed physical. It shocked everyone. Sony led the charge. Sony PlayStation fanboys are also, especially, but to me, quite funny because I love that element of it, have always been talking about forever physical, leading with that, and then making fun of PC players who are like, oh, at least I can buy physical games, and then PlayStation leads the way. PlayStation, no ever kind of revisionist history, do not allow it to gestate. You must remind every single piece of shit that it's PlayStation led the way. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. When are we talking about the poor state of PSN? Pork Poncho, that's always been the case of PlayStation. That's never changing. But this is the thing.
By the way, before you move on from Pork Poncho,
yeah,
I just got to read one of his nice little things.
I'm gonna read a super chat now because about you, which is next.
You should do that right now because I feel all tingly.
Pork, you're such a piece of shit. Why would you look at his head? You want to make
that
shut
head
up? Bigger?
Hey, hold on, Gaz. Why are you being a dick? Hey,
bigger?
Pork, don't take that. Don't take that from this asshole.
Piece of shit.
You know what?
That's the last thing he needs.
Pork Poncho, thank you for the 5. That's what you really should have said. Not he's a piece of shit. That's rude. Guy gave you a 5. You go buy a coffee, you crackhead. And he says, wasn't aware of Zalker before this pod.
Allowed me to play with Dustin Furman marathon. I bet Dustin needed to be carried the whole way. Piece of shit. Shout out to Pork Poncho with a 5. He goes,
Pork, you're a good guy. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah, he goes, wasn't aware of Zorka before this podcast, but he talks absolute bullshit. Please get rid of him. Okay, yeah, Pork Poncho, thank you for that super chat.
Pork, don't say. Hey, no, that's not what he said. Pork, that's not what you said. Don't slander Pork like that.
Okay, he talks sense and gives a lot of balance to the group. Keep it up. Fuck it all.
Thank you.
Well done, Pork. Balance.
Thank you.
Sean with the salt emoji.
Wait, that wasn't meant for Zalker? Fuck you, Pork. Never mind, Pork Poncho. Fuck that guy. You're right, Gaz. He is a piece of shit.
Yeah, I told you. Thank you, Sean, with the emojis of the ponies constantly spamming. BT Maverick with a 10. Free-to-play games and games of service slop is the disruption in the industry. People pointing fingers at the wrong issue here and use Game Pass as a scapegoat. Can't see the forest from the trees. Ooh, that feels like a shot at Fuzzarelli Gaming. You piece of shit. This is what BT Maverick says.
BT,
you're looking at the wrong things.
Unfortunately, it's caused people on the Xbox not to buy games, third-party games outside of the service. They're not buying them. They don't care to. And you're just hurting your console because guess what? They want you to buy games on that console.
Oh, shit.
That's all.
Okay. You owe me $5, Gaz, according to Pork Poncho, because that was for me.
It was for you, I know. Simon Brandy with the 5, thank you. Because if the next Fallout Elder Scrolls are console exclusives, that will be the test. It would move the needle. The media meltdown would be amazing. Simon Brandy, thank you, man. It's simple. It's simple. Asher, do you want to see the fallout? Do you want to see the journalists cry about their selective bullshit? You want to see the sales numbers move? Obviously, assuming these games are actually good. Do that. Do it. Those are the games that need the Fallout. These Fallout games are selling great. The TV show is incredible. Elder Scrolls is still a beast little thing. Come on, beast. It completely overshadows Halo now in terms of an IP strength. You need to do that. Absolutely.
Yes, here, I'm going to send you something in chat. I think we need to put this up on screen. Can you share like your screen, like put us in 3 view and then put like a screen up of a Twitter post?
Yes, I can. Can you put that on WhatsApp? I'm going to just log into the second PC's WhatsApp.
Yeah, I got you. Let me get that for you. Because this leak has a bunch of the physical stuff, like Ragnarok sold 76% physical apparently.
Really?
Like crazy amount of like information on this, and it's a leak from the Insomniac stuff.
That is significant.
But it's like it's from a few years ago, obviously, so things change. There, did you see it in WhatsApp?
I'm just loading it up now, but and as it loads up, I'm going to read the super chats as well. It's a good opportunity.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got Web Dive. How you doing, Web Dibs? Facts. Asher will make a lot of changes to fix Xbox. It remains to be seen. But for the longest time, I have a sliver of hope, which will be followed after the gutting tomorrow, which we may or may not like. Perfect Image. Thank you with the 2. Everybody, let's boycott and buy physical games like I've. And then you stop typing. Thank you. I don't know what you meant to say there, Perfect. I think you pressed enter too early. I think he's boycotting PlayStation. He's buying physical games. One thing I will say, chap, the physical market is going to get really saucy now. You might want to stock up on physical games because it's going to be an antique situation. These things are going to appreciate in value. So if you're a long-term investor, start investing in like limited collections. Those things are going to skyrocket. And the scalpers situation is going to be a lot worse now with limited edition and collector's edition stuff. Chris R55, thank you with the 5. Even I didn't like physical games. I don't want Sony to have my credit card on file. They've had more data breaches than first-party releases this gen.
Fucking hell.
Shit. I like that. Let me read this. Zoka has brought up on screen. Let me see.
So you can see like it's a leak, and then you go to the right. There's like the From Somniac's leak. That's what obviously this is all just like leak shit. We don't know if this is official, but like even some people that I know, like Nib, also out there that really covers PlayStation. He's actually very against this stuff, and he's actually put out a lot of information out there directly. Dude, Nib was like fucking wrecking him, bro. I was like, yo, Nib's not happy about this shit.
Nib's not happy because he knows a few weeks ago they were like, oh, Gaz was so happy about making fun of the PlayStation for the We Share Games. I think what was the scandal? Then it got rebuked. There was some situation where Xbox PlayStation like cancelled it, and then I think there's some receipts that would fall badly on him. That's why. But also, I respect him. Nibs has been pissed about this whole situation. At least he hasn't been pretended like a lot of other people.
Look, rightfully so, right? As consumers, I think we all should be pissed as gamers and consumers, because the thing is, even though most of us are all digital now, like myself, I'm all digital.
Yeah.
At one time, I remember trading in games and stuff to try to get the newest game, because I couldn't afford it back then. Early adult,
100%.
I didn't have money, so I would be trading in games to get the newest game, that I wanted. That is still a reality for many consumers out there. A lot of people don't understand. There's close to 100 million people globally that still buy physical discs today.
Yeah.
That's what they buy. And some of them, it's not out of necessity. Some of them just choose to do that. But a lot of them, it is out of necessity. Like there's so many people out there that were in my position. I could be in that position again tomorrow. Who knows? I could be in a position where it's great. The convenience of buying something digitally is fantastic. Push of a button, bought. But if I can't afford that and I got to buy something cheaper, I go to the used market store. I go to the GameStops. I go to, wherever I can to buy a new freaking game at a cheaper price. That's not going to be there for you in 2028. That's going away.
Yeah.
And everybody should be upset at that, because we're all gamers at the end of the day. We all come from different backgrounds. We can't just say, F that. I love my convenience. You guys are retarded for complaining about this. Dude, we're all different. Stop it.
I saw that.
And I got to say, a lot of people are shocked. Like I'm seeing something I'm kind of surprised that God of War Ragnarok sold more physical. I'm not. Like those, and I think it probably over time, digital is going to dominate it, right? Like that's just what's going to happen. Or maybe these numbers are wrong. But to me, when it comes to big, I don't know about you guys, but when it comes to big franchises, I want the physical game. I know that sounds weird, but I like with Gears of War E-Day, I bought the collector's edition. I want that Xbox box.
Brother,
I want it.
I have the physical edition of Red Dead 2 that I've never opened.
Exactly. So people buy these things. In God of War is one of those games that so full disclosure, right? 2018, when it was 2018, I wasn't I didn't have any money, man. I was just a fresh student. I just graduated. I wasn't making shit. So I didn't get to buy the collector's edition of God of War 2018, which is like I'm so sad about it because I want the physical disc, I want that steel ball, I want all of it, the statue, I want it all, and I couldn't do that. So God of War is one of those games because it's one of my favorite franchises of all time that I wanted those physical discs. And that's the same thing with Gears of War. I want those physical discs. And I couldn't get the physical disc of Gears 5 or 4 because, again, student kind of like didn't have money. So all these things, like when it comes to big franchises, people want them for collections, especially hardcore gamers. And then not to mention people go and buy those games and then return them because they're able to do that. What Sony wants to do is dictate how much money their marketplace is going to charge you without worrying about any competitors anywhere else, because PC has Steam, but it also has GOG. It also has CD keys. It also has a bunch of other places you can go buy games. Consoles, if you're a console gamer and not on PC, you don't have a lot of options. Yeah, you have PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo. That's it. And so when one of them, the market leader, fucks you, you get fucked.
And guess what? That's where Game Pass comes back and rears its ugly head into the digital space. I'm telling you.
How'd you bring it back to Game Pass?
Listen, you know why? Because they all want Xbox. Because they all want you in a digital space.
You fucking Christopher Dring. I knew it.
This is where they want you. They want you into a digital space to dictate how much you spend on those fucking games. I'm telling you. It is not a good thing.
What do you mean? Wait.
No. They want you into a digital space because even with Game Pass, let's say Game Pass is fucking takes off again and people love it, right? They'll end up charging you more for the Game Pass per month, whatever. But it's a cheaper
fucking aneurysm.
It's going to be a cheaper alternative than paying $80 to $100 for a fucking game, right? That's what they're going to get you with. But they don't want you to, because they want full control. They want you into the digital space. They don't want you having physical games. They don't want you having those because they can't control price. They can't control any of it. They can fucking do whatever they want with those games. Once they're done with said game or console, they can just turn off servers, close the console down. Boom, you got to buy another one or you got to pay more for the service next time. You know, it's just all bullshit. It's all trying to push everything digital. That's what it's trying to do. That's what it's trying to do.
Game Pass is fine. Digital is fine. Taking away options is not fine. I'm not worried about any of that.
That's my point. Without physical games, you lose that fucking option.
No, I know. And so I don't know why I don't know why you brought Game Pass in this when PlayStation is the one doing
this.
Because
it's no. Because it's all part of the whole industry thing. They all want you digital. All of them. All of them. Guarantee you Helix will not have a disk drive. Guarantee you it won't. PS6 won't. Neither will Helix.
Yeah.
And that's Game Pass's fault, apparently.
No, it's the corporations that want you. What do you mean? They want you to be digital, Gaz. That's all I'm bringing it up for.
Evil now?
That's yes. Because you get less choice. If they take away physical,
Fuzz,
you're done.
Be honest now.
You're done. It's all digital. They can take away the game at any fucking time, Gaz.
So do you not buy digital?
You pay digitally for a digital license. Do I own any game? No, the fuck I don't. Neither do you. Neither do you.
You pay a PC, brother.
We pay for a digital license.
Fucking Steam.
That's it.
It's all
you
digital.
pay for a digital license.
You got CD-ROM installing your PC games?
You do not own the game. You pay for a digital license. That's it.
Bonds. Steam has in their like
take it away
laws,
anytime.
Like
Even Steam has
in their laws that no matter what,
they can take it away at any time.
Steam has said if they go offline, if Steam servers shut down, they basically you can just download the game on your computer offline.
Yes,
they've said that multiple times.
They have it in there that you do not own anything but a digital license. You're just paying to play the game.
No,
at
that's
that
not
time,
true.
As long as it Yes, it's a digital license. That's it.
Do you know that? Then you know GOG, you can just download the game, right? Like they give you the actual files that you can. That's what GOG. That's their whole thing, is that it's not tied to just their platform. You can do whatever you want. Steam has said that if things shut down, if they shut down the thing, you own the game. Like you can still download it offline.
I'm telling you right now, without physical, They want you all in the digital freaking universe with this gaming, and they don't want you to buy physical games because they could dictate pricing this way.
I understand the commercial reasons behind it.
Yeah, I understand that, but like, why'd you throw Game Pass?
Because it's all part of it. It's all 100% part of it. 100%. They have their own subservice too that they like people to subscribe to as well.
I knew when we just about to start the podcast and you were talking about Alex Jones and gay frogs that this was going to go another way.
You brought it up. You brought up the gay frogs.
No, you did.
No, I didn't. He did.
How did I explain what the situation? Alex Jones is crazy.
I don't
like
even
that.
remember.
Okay, chat. That's the pre-chat. That's literally the pre-show. If they were talking about gay frogs, and I was sitting here like, what the fuck is going on?
Apparently, it's true.
It was weird.
Something to do with fluoride. I don't know what it was.
Maybe the fluoride. Yeah.
Paris, by the way, Paris said, get $1,000 all digital PlayStation and relax Xbox. Yeah, and I'm gonna go on a payment plan for it too, Paris. You should join me.
All access. It's called all access.
I'm sorry, it's called all access, where you have no access to the games that you buy because you don't really own them. Get fucked.
Don't worry. You'll get 3 months free of Game Pass. You're golden.
You're fucking Game Pass, man. Holy shit.
Fuck Game Pass. Seriously, fuck Game Pass, guys.
Why?
You guys are just putting you into that all digital world, man. You just go ahead, keep paying for it.
He's got a fucking VHS player in the background, man. This guy.
Have a blast. Have a blast. No, I've got physical Blu-rays though. I buy
Bonds,
Blu-ray movies.
you better just buy GOG, bro. Because that's whatever you're complaining about, buy GOG from now on.
No,
Always buy GOG.
I'm telling you right now, I understand that I'm renting a game. I'm renting the license. I'm not freaking buying the game.
So
I don't own these digital games.
So are you saying that everything? Are you saying Steam is Game Pass?
Yes, that has nothing to do with what I'm saying. I'm saying that they all want you going into. This is part of them getting rid of physical media. They want you digital. Every fucking company wants you there digitally. They don't want you to have physical games. It's too much money for them.
But
they
you're
don't
okay with it because you
anymore.
realize that they could take the license away? Then why don't you realize that Game Pass is just a rental service that's digital?
Kaz.
You're stressing me out.
Fuck Game Pass, okay? Fuck Game Pass.
Well, then you don't like Steam because it's like Game Pass.
No.
It's just a digital thing. You're just renting it.
You're not understanding the bigger picture. I don't want them taking away physical games from people that fucking need it. All right? That's
Game Pass isn't taking away physical games.
It's part of the fucking problem. Yes, it's part of the problem. It's part of the problem. 100% it is. You guys are.
So is Steam part of the problem?
Yeah.
All of the digital world is part of the problem. They don't want you to control the pricing. But at least on Steam, you have that competition on how much you can charge for your games.
Oh, really? Where's the competition on PC with physical?
Where's the competition with digital games on Xbox?
That's not what I'm asking you. You said that the physical games, the whole point of this, and so where's the Steam's competition to physical games?
There is no physical games on PC. And
so there isn't
for how many fucking years? Look, this is a console issue. This is not a PC issue. This is consoles. Your consoles are going away.
You're saying the digital world, Fonz!
That's the problem, right?
And the number one digital world is PC!
You know what's going to end up happening? You're going to end up fucking not even having consoles soon.
Because of the gay frogs?
No, they're going to go away.
Well, the gay frogs.
Oh, and by the way, Fonz, Xbox is on fucking PC, so they have the competition.
You don't know. You guys are just overlooking all of it. It's all a master plan to go digital on everything.
You sound like a crazy person.
They don't want you to own anything. They don't want you to own anything.
No, Fonz, we agree. We agree.
That,
no, we agree with that.
It's wild to me. And yes, Game Pass has every fucking thing to do with that as well, you dumbass. It has everything to do with that. They don't want you to own anything. I don't know what you guys don't see. You're laughing and stuff, but I guarantee you there's people out there that understand what I'm trying to tell you. Taking away the physical games now, you're going to go forward with this digital fucking gaming scene. You're not going to have any fucking choice on what you pay, what you're doing, because you fucking are stuck with digital only. Digital only. And you're part of the problem if you're in Game Pass. Yes, 100%. I'm part of the problem buying digital games.
Okay. And then Steam's part of the problem.
Yes.
Okay.
They all
and
are.
would you say Steam is probably one of the bigger problems because they've never had physical?
I think this is more of a console issue because Steam has not had there hasn't been a physical game on PC for.
Yeah, so they never gave you the option. Isn't that less options for consumers?
Come on. Yes. It's not a great thing.
But then Game Pass is a tiny problem compared to Steam because Game Pass is what 20-30 million subs versus 100.
You guys don't get it. It's okay. It's okay. Just move on. Move on.
I've been trying to do that for 15 minutes. You fuck.
It's fine. Look, when the physical game's gone and everybody's all digital, well, at least I only pay $30 a month for my gaming. Yeah, fucking, it's just retarded. All right, it's retarded. You guys understand exactly what I'm talking about. You just don't want to fucking.
That's not true.
I understand it. The point that we're trying to say, Fonz, the thing that we're trying to say here is that we actually agree with what you're saying. That yes, people aren't going to own anything, but then you just threw Game Pass in there, and all I can think of is Game Pass is a few, like 20 million.
Problem.
Yes, it's part of it, but I think it's such a minuscule part compared to everything else.
Yeah,
shut the fuck up. This is what I'm trying to get you. You have so many people out there that love this rental service with Game Pass, or even the one on PlayStation. Fuck Game Pass. Let's talk about the one on PlayStation. All right, you get people fucking playing in that service. And I'm sure there's people over there, just like with Game Pass, that only live in that service. They don't fucking buy games because they have enough to play there, right? They
what's the point of buying games if you don't own them?
To the digital fucking world, just playing those games that way rather than fucking owning something. They don't want you to own your fucking games. And when new titles come out, they want to dictate higher prices and keep them going up, bro. I'm telling you right now, it's all a part of the fucking problem. All of it.
Yeah, we got
all
you.
Of it.
But we understand that. Like
no, you did it.
We're not saying
you guys were like, why are you bringing up Game Pass? Because it's part of the fucking problem.
Yes, we understand that, but you didn't give any other example. Your first example was Game Pass.
Yeah, because it's a continuation of your hatred. You have a massive.
You feel it is. I'm telling you, it's a massive problem.
So you're saying so what's a bigger threat to digital not owning your games? Game Pass or PlayStation doing what they're doing?
Physical games going away from all of these companies because it's going to happen with Xbox next.
Okay, so it's the broader sense of getting rid of physical.
Consoles are going to get rid of physical.
Okay, so then they're gone. With your logic of nobody owning anything and they want you digital, would you say that PC gaming, which is all digital, is a bigger problem than the consoles?
I've already told you that they haven't had physical games for how many years? Like it
doesn't matter. They still had it. They still had it and got rid of it.
Into PC gaming, you already know that's a thing.
That's okay. It makes it better.
So you accept that you don't own anything on PC, and that's not a bigger problem than everything else.
Console gaming, you get into console gaming knowing you have fucking options, Zocker. What the fuck don't you understand about this? You have options. You don't have options on PC except for platform.
So that's my point.
You could go to Epic, you could go to fucking Steam, or you can go to GOG. You got these different fucking platforms there. With consoles, it's like you had choice, physical or digital. Now you're not going to have that choice.
So it's joining PC digital. Now.
And yes, Game Pass I shouldn't even mention fucking Game Pass. PSN, their fucking subservice, all part of the fucking problem. Now do you understand? It's all part of the fucking problem.
So what would your solution be?
The solution: keep physical media
on PC too.
On console, yeah.
PC's lost.
What about PC?
PC's already been gone for so many years, bro.
Isn't PC your main platform?
Everybody get into
Isn't that
PC.
your primary platform?
Yes, and I've already told you, I knew going into PC that I don't own those games. I've already fucking said that.
Oh, consoles, so what if I'm a Game Pass subscriber? Like, I've come to the fact that I don't own those games.
Yeah, yes, if you know that, that's fine. But the thing is, physical was an option, Gaz. They want to take that away from you. If they got everybody into a fucking subservice, guess what? Everybody's digital. Nobody's.
You know what I love about this whole conversation is that we went from PlayStation to Game Pass, and PlayStation is the one that announced this. Like I like that. It irritates me so much that it's like the smoke should go to PlayStation first because they have already planned this for fucking years.
And I did give them smoke for trying to do this in the beginning. But my point is, I see everybody going this route now in the console space. I see all these manufacturers doing the same fucking thing. Next gen, there won't be any discs. We're going to be fucked. There's no physical games. They're going to stop those. and then nobody will have that choice, and you will own nothing.
And that's primarily PlayStation's fault when it comes to
Jesus
the console
Christ.
space.
Fucking 1700s wig hair over there on fucking gas, bro. You look like George. You look like George Washington's dumbass cousin. Look at your fucking hair, dude.
No, it's getting in the way. Let me read these super chats. True Hero, thank you so much for the 2. He goes, Gaz, I love this fucking podcast. Perfect group. I don't know if he super chatted that before our last interaction. He might have changed his mind. Thank you for that, though, True Hero. BT Maverick, thank you for the 2. You can buy Xbox games from CD keys, unlike PlayStation. Also, facts. PlayStation doesn't allow third-party vendors to sell stuff. On Xbox, you can, and I think a big part of that, and thank you for that, BT, is that the digital space needs correction. One, there's no justification for digital games that are cheaper to produce costing the same as physical prices. That never made any sense. On PC, you have very dynamic pricing. They're not always at 70. They may start off at like that, but you have all these different vendors competing, and on PC, often games are way beyond the 70 price. They're much lower. That kind of dynamic pricing has to be introduced in the console space to redress the balance of this bullshit, because it's not justified. There's no justification for a CD, physical CD, and a digital version costing the same. I'm sorry, that has long been an issue. True Hero, thank you again for the $2 super chat. I know a ton of idiots that use Klarna for a PlayStation.
By the way, well, that's fucking insane. Klarna, don't they charge interest on Klarna?
I don't know.
I think they do.
By the way, can we put up the fucking graph I sent you, Gaz? The damn
to BT's
link?
point.
I'm trying to fucking make
to
it.
BT's point about the digital game. Yeah, of course PlayStation does that, because they want to fucking control how much you pay for those games. Those games are fucking expensive. So people, when you can go out and buy the physical version of these games, yeah, you can buy a fucking cheaper copy at a store physically than you can on fucking PlayStation's own goddamn site. It's insane what they charge for some of these games.
And there's also the dynamic pricing that PlayStation launched in March, where they're literally, like, if somebody doesn't buy a game on PlayStation in a while, like let's say Stellar Blade for them might be like $20 or $19. So it's a really drastic price change compared to somebody that buys continuously on PlayStation might see Stellar Blade for like $39. So they really want to cultivate their platform to keep people there, to build a digital platform there. So you have all your digital games there and you can't go anywhere else. The backfire is that people have hundreds of games on PlayStation and they're like, fuck off, I'm leaving. Like that's literally what's happening. People are just like, I'm not going to even invest in you. I'm going to either go to PC or I'm going to go to Xbox. Like that's what's happening right now for the first time that I've seen in a long time, is that people are just moving away from it. It's actually kind of insane how bad this is, and people think that they can reverse course on this. They can't. Like they've been planning this for years. They've been planning this shit for years.
Yeah.
A lot of their manufacturing, like I said, the buildings that have manufacturing building, the factories, they're all changed already. Like they've already trained their employees. This wasn't just like a decision like that. This was a planned decision with a lot of turnover across the board at Sony for the last like 2 or 3 years. It's been planned for a while.
Sorry, Zorka, I'm struggling to log into Twitter because Elon Musk is a moron and he can't even do a login right. And like, mobile logins are not working at the moment and blah, blah, blah. It's just bollocks. Shit website. No, I spent so much time on. And I've lost YouTube.
And the funny thing is even fucking GTA, there's no disc, right? It's just like a physical box you get.
Yep.
And a code inside. A code.
And a code inside.
Code.
The biggest game. And people are gonna eat it up.
That's a slap in the face to people that want to buy it physically, though. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense to even make the box for it.
And somebody put here, I'm going to read the super chat, guys, real quick. Somebody put Faded Blaze said solution piracy equals ownership. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If buying something isn't ownership, then pirating it isn't stealing.
Absolutely.
Facts. I kept seeing people saying that, and it's 100% true, man.
100%.
Simon Brandy Zucker is wrong. Don't you know Sony killed physical because of Game Pass?
but here's the thing, and I didn't say that, so whatever. I didn't say that.
I know.
I just said it was part of the problem. I said it's part of the problem.
I know you did.
And it is. But no, it's fucked up because the whole thing with physical going away, it's just it's man, nobody's gonna own any of these fucking games. And like I said, Zucker, I just looked it up, by the way, with Steam, and yeah, they explicitly tell you you're just paying for a license. You don't own this game. It's
EULAs. The EULAs say that on everything you buy digitally.
Yeah, but Steam themselves explicitly tell you don't own it.
But if you own something, like let's say you buy a physical disc or if you buy a digital, you could do whatever you want as long as you don't redistribute it. So if you have Zelda on Nintendo, you can transfer that to your PC and it's legal. You can play it on your PC. You can do whatever you want because you have paid money to buy that as long as you don't take that digital version or that version of the game and redistribute it to others and sell it. You can do whatever the fuck you want. That's why people burn movies on servers so they can put them on Plex, especially if they own them physically. They can do whatever they want. Yeah. That is the whole point. That is in the ULAs. That's part of the law. You can do what you want with the media that you own as long as you don't redistribute it and make profit off of it. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it.
So I think one of the good things that this terrible news that has happened is that it's made people now called to question the value of ownership and what that means in the digital world. And I don't know if this is an issue that's going to go away. And I think, PlayStation can't just completely be silent on it, or maybe they'll just, they are. And I think they're at a point of no return. They've completely redone their warehouses and whatnot. It's not happening. It's a policy decision. It doesn't look like they're doing a U-turn, and that's what it is. PlayStation will forever be known as the harbinger of death of physical. Some people say, oh no, but PC. No, it's PlayStation leading this way. The market leader, of course, Xbox is going to follow suit. Maybe even Nintendo. And Fonz is right in that sense. And this is where we agree with you. They're just greedy. They want more control. They'll have more profits. There'll be no sharing. And it's so ironic that it was PlayStation that led the charge when Xbox and Don Matrick were talking about game sharing and how to share games. They were actually, on paper, they were suggesting, we can actually resell digitally. Imagine if Xbox was allowed to do that. If the backlash was so strong they had to U-turn fundamentally their entire business strategy for the Xbox One before it even launched. That's what led to the downfall of Xbox. And now it's the company that made it part of their motto about this is how we share digital. You had Andrew House, whatever his name is, come on stage. You're like, this is how we share games. And I knew back then this is fucking performative bullshit. And now look at the truth. The truth has reared itself in the head, and it's that PlayStation that led the charge. They deserve to get murked just for that. Just for the fact that they literally tossed you off the entire PlayStation nation, and now they're the ones that just completely chopped him off. Chopped it completely. You chopped your members off, and you accepted it. And now, and what's the solution?
Your members off?
Yeah, and they should forever be maligned for that. You can't build a generation off it and then do this generation and not get away with it. You just get fucked.
Yes. Did you see Yoshida's how he was laughing at that one meme somebody made with the AI with him handing the disc over and he throws it?
Yeah. He's got to laugh, and I appreciate it.
He was laughing, man.
He even tweeted my tweet where I had Don Matrick shaking his hands and he was laughing at that emoji. I was like, fucking amazing. At least I made Chewy Yoshida laugh. But it was like that. Yep. That's part of his legacy. This is how you share games. When you think of Chewy Yoshida, you think of that meme. And how smug PlayStation were. And it's PlayStation, hardly did they just snuck it out. They know that the Xbox is about to get gutted. All this negativity. We're the market leaders. No one can touch us. And then he just pushed it out. And you would expect some massive explanation for it. And it was just 2 paragraphs. And that was it. It was done. And people are crying about it. KFC's making fun of them. Domino's making fun of them. All these companies making fun of them.
Bro,
the
leadership at Sony has changed so much that it's like this is the first time where I'm like, you guys are. I said this. I think I said this in one of my videos or something. I swear to you, I think that all of the big publishers, CEOs at these companies, especially in gaming, are talking to each other. Like they're just like, hey, Xbox, we know what you need to do. Go do that. Get bad news. We'll take the bad news next week when we say this about physical. Hey, well, Steam. Hey, you guys, do you guys mind doing something because we're about to make $1,050 console with no fucking controller, and then you come out and do bad news. So it feels like they're just taking hits together. Like they're not all one of them taking a shotgun to the face like Xbox used to. It feels like all of them are just doing shit together to fuck themselves up. And it's like crazy. So everybody can't get mad at one company. They're just like, fuck the industry. And it's like, well, what are you going to do? It's all of us. You're not going to walk away from gaming because it's your favorite hobby. Yeah. That's what it feels like. They're all in cahoots doing this shit. And like straight up, that's what it feels like. And even I think Rockstar, I don't give a fuck that Fonz deep throats them constantly. They should get all the smoke for making a game $100. Like I don't give a fuck what game it is. I am sorry. I love GTA. I love these games, whatever. But man, oh man, that everybody was just so fucking excited that GTA is coming out that they were like, we'll accept it $100. It's fine. Oh, and there's no physical disc either. 200. We're fine. Yeah, you're you fucking money management is the worst I've ever seen.
I hate that fucking that they fucking charge that much for this game. I hate that they're.
But they did that with Red Dead Redemption. You didn't complain that much.
Well, with Red Dead, it was 70 or 100. Yeah, you're right. It was for the Ultimate Edition.
Fucking stupid bitch.
Who?
Sorry. Red Dead Redemption. That game
God.
Too.
Oh my God.
Did you see the Polygon article? Did you see that Polygon article?
I saw that. I'm like,
did you see that Polygon article?
Yeah, you wrote it, bitch.
I did, bitch. I worked with that guy. I know who he is.
If you're writing for Polygon, you got issues. Worse than that is Kotaku. So,
hold on, I gotta.
Wait, let me read these super chats, gents. Game Pass turned the frogs gay. Okay, that's the first super chat I go back to. Thank you, Wingbat, for that. Machine XP. Also, shout out to 250. Just smash the like button. And then wait, where's it gone? Sorry.
Somebody said, Govern said, where's the Game Pass energy from Fonz for GTA since it's only digital?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I did get mad at that. I did talk about it. You
know what?
You better not support them, Fonz.
Yeah.
No, come on. That's ridiculous. I'm going to support this hobby, but the thing is,
you don't have to like everything they do. I understand.
I don't know. It sucks at the end of the day.
Look, one thing I will say is at least you didn't. Actually, you did do what Jeff Grubb did. You blamed Xbox. Jeff Grubb's bro. The guy.
Bro, my fucking tweet.
No. I don't blame. No. I don't even blame Game Pass for getting rid of physical discs. That's not what I didn't say that, Gaz, at all. I'm just saying it's part of the problem with the digital era going into that fucking taking all ownership away. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so it's an extension of the problem where people are relying on digital too much.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's a small part of the problem. Yeah, we get you, Fonz.
Yeah,
it's a big part of the problem, actually. 30 plus million part of the problem. Like, how many are on the PSN network over there playing those games? It's even more, I think.
Yeah, way more.
Yeah, it's even.
But,
by the way, for Red Dead Redemption, there's an article that came out from Polygon that said 8 years later, let's all admit Red Dead Redemption 2 is a terrible game.
No, only you think that. That game is a masterpiece.
Yeah, it is.
Masterpiece.
You got a plan. It's a great plan.
Love that freaking game. Love it.
Listen, I don't read Polygon all that much, but I gotta say, sometimes they bring out some good articles.
No, they don't.
Contrarian fuck.
I haven't read them in a while.
What? I'm just saying, like, I think it's a decent,
interesting point. Yes, he is.
Do you know how much hate I still get in my review for the?
Do you get hate in there all the time?
Dude, it's at like almost 70,000 views, and I made that years ago. It isn't because I literally say that it's the most overrated game of all time. That's my title. And people are like, "What the fuck do you mean? The horse balls shrink in the snow?" I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, you fucking weirdo." That's one of the things they brought up was the horse balls shrink, and I was like, "If you're going to that deep,
detail, it's such a detail."
Yeah. That's all.
I saw you go at Jeff Grubb, this co-host, who's wearing the PlayStation Pulse headset, talking about how it's Xbox's fault that PlayStation pulled out from physical media. That was kind of crazy.
I couldn't. The first thing I saw was the Pulse, the Pulse headphones. Which, by the way, if you own a PS Portal, you can't use Bluetooth. You can only use those headphones that Sony makes you use. That's really consumer friendly. Go fuck yourself. Even though I love my Portal. You still can't use headphones.
Do you have the headphones too? Do you have the headphones?
No, fuck no. I just play with the speakers on. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I'm not buying a $200 headphone or whatever the hell it is.
Jesus.
All I saw was that guy wear those headphones and then be like, "This digital thing is terrible and it's Xbox's fault." And I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" I'm just sitting there like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Chat is taking the piss now. Now they're like, Game Pass calls COVID. Game Pass is behind 9/11.
Yo!
Game Pass made GTA 6 digital.
Bob, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You're gonna get memed the fuck out, brother.
The new meme is born.
I didn't say that was the reason why they went to getting rid of physical. I'm saying it's part of the problem.
It did feel
Game
for
Pass
a moment,
killed
though.
JFK.
Game Pass made the frogs gay for
had
sure.
The same perpetrator though. Yeah, but that's a bit too deep. So a Machine XP with a 5. So hypothetically, if Xbox Helix is PC, is Game Pass no longer an issue? Asking for Alex Jones and Joe Rogan.
Read Rambling Entertains. Game Pass made Fawns what?
Game Pass made
Dude, I was gay long before Game Pass.
that lighting's shining through, brother. That purple lighting, baby.
Oh shit, I can't say shit.
Let's
Perfect
go.
image. The digital
God, that
boy
is so
saying,
fucking funny. I'm sorry, man.
the digital boy is saying we should fight for terms of service. What? We should fight for terms of service. That's where the ownership lies in the small print. A solution of piracy equals ownership. And I think you're starting to see that. And I really don't have anything against it, because if companies are going to try and hoodwink you on ownership and pretend that you have ownership, then fuck it. Why should we play the same game as them? Simon Brandy with the 2. Fonz, aka Hudson, game over, man. Game over.
Game over, man. Yeah.
We're just going to play that meme here. True Hero joined late, heard Fonz talk, changed my mind.
Game Pass killed Zocker's hairline.
Oh, yo! Shout out to Epic Treasure, who says, happy 3rd show. It is. It's a momentous occasion. We're doing well. Haven't been cancelled just yet. Green Blood Network with a 20. Shout out to you. The only thing corporations really respond to is losing revenue, facts, and market share.
Yep.
If PlayStation players start voting with their wallets, no chance. Sony is going to pivot hard as fuck. We saw Xbox change CEOs, take COD out of Game Pass, and dropped price. Yes, Green Blood Network, you're right. But the difference is this. PlayStation love to talk, but they ain't going to do it. They ain't going to do it. The only reason they're going so hard is because they build this narrative of forever physical. And it's embarrassing to them, so they have to, make a little bit of noise. But nothing's going to happen. Sony didn't even bother responding because they know these guys will forget about it. But it was
what's going to happen? The only time that it's ever going to, the only time that Sony will pivot, and I stand by this, the only time they will actually pivot away from this is once the PS6 comes out and regular people, the casual audience, sees that they can't buy physical games and they care about it. And they're like, no, I'm not going to buy that. Like, I'm sorry, I want my physical games. And then and their sales take a hit. That's the only fucking time they'll pivot.
Absolutely.
Because us, like these hardcore gamers, we're like, there was like a graph, Matt Piscatella put it out like a few years ago, if you remember. It's like 4 or like 15% of the gaming audience, like people that are gamers, buy multiple games a year. That's us in here. That's everybody in here. So that's everybody that's in the chat. That's us. It's the casuals. If they stop buying those like PlayStation or whatever. And honestly, my number one thing is Game Pass caused all this, but my other one is I think that Xbox legitimately should make a decision on pivoting to be like, actually, we're going to keep physical. Because you remember, do you remember, Fonz, you mentioned this, that GTA, all the stuff that's coming out this year was Xbox's one moment to actually even make a dent into anything to catch up in any way. 100%. This is another one of those. I think this is like legit. Like if they say, actually, guys, I'm glad they didn't talk about the Helix. Actually, I'm glad, because now it's like you can actually react like Sony did when they did the fucking. If they did Asha and Matt Booty fucking up there with the thing, giving each other a disc and be like, "This is how you're gonna be able to play Helix." I would be like, "Yo, fucking banger." Just do that.
Yo, honestly, if Sony shut off their studios, it's not an easy task for them to reverse course. Maybe the smart play for Xbox is to be quiet a little bit, so Sony's more committed to completely not being able to do physical, which is pretty much, I think the ship has sailed on it. But I don't know how it exactly works. Right? I profess to not having intimate knowledge of how this works, but Xbox being smart, they need this win. They need every little angle they can to leverage the stuff. And that marketing thing was so important for PS4. Imagine it comes full circle and now Xbox leverages that. That would be huge. That would be massive.
Let's be real though. Do you think they'll actually do that?
No.
Quite honestly, I don't know. I don't think so. I know that Jez said that they had a disc to digital thing.
Yes.
And then they also canceled some other stuff. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's like, if you're serious about really changing your platform, this is one of those things that you can do where not only, absolutely. I mean, Xbox talked about, games preservation. That's what the whole point of backwards compatibility was. That was the whole points of emulation. That was the whole point of this. It's like, if you're going to fucking do that and actually be one of those people that have game preservation, then keep the physical.
That disc to digital thing is also another part where they're pushing towards an all physical future, digital.
No, they're
future.
pushing towards Game Pass.
No, it's an all digital thing. Look, I mean, they're trying they want to make all your content digital, man. That's what they're trying to do, man.
So
they're trying to do that,
bro. Okay.
That's why I don't think they're going to do a disc drive. I don't think they're going to do the physical thing. That would be a fantastic move for them. And the only other way I could see them selling consoles is if they did that.
Yes.
But I don't see them doing it.
I don't see them doing it.
Funny thing is all the brick and mortar shit goes away. The transportations of the physical games go away. All the money that you put into factoring, making these physical discs, yet the price of the game doesn't go down.
That's crazy.
So all the stuff that they talked about, like, oh, it's because of third market, we're going to do all this stuff. Oh, okay, well, you don't need to hire drivers anymore to go put these at the brick and mortar stores. You don't need to have those people be there working there. You don't need to have the third party market. You don't need to have any of this transportation, gas, nothing. Your factories are not making them anymore. You're just putting them in data centers, and then those centers or whatever are in cold storage, and they throw them over to people that buy them digitally. So why haven't the price of games gone down? Why are they going up if you don't have those overhead costs to distribute games to people on your supply chain? Your supply chain completely goes away. So go fuck yourself.
What are you talking about? We should have never been paying the same amount as a physical disc digitally forever. Like I was complaining about this many years ago. I was like, why are we paying the same amount?
Makes no sense.
It doesn't make sense. If you look at the price of the manufacturing on both the disc, the box, the shipping, the retail space, it's more expensive than that 30% digital storefront. I don't know why we were paying the same. It's fucked up.
No,
honestly, if I was a developer, bro, and I made like a big RPG, do you know how you get like free PR? Put a map in the physical disc. Like, remember the GTA used to open it? It was a thick box. You open it, and then it's like it had the whole fucking map and a booklet on characters and all this shit. Somebody do that again. Like, that was back then. That was, I get you could look shit up on the internet, but sometimes it's like those little like details. You're like, yo, this is fucking dope.
Yep.
Like, this is so fucking cool. It makes you want to buy physical. And once they got rid of that shit in the physical, you can tell that it started going away. And they're just bean counting. They're just like, we're going to, get rid of shit. Doesn't matter. Yeah. I don't know.
So it's like, you're right. Like, you can literally buy games physically cheaper than you can digitally.
That's so
You can
stupid.
find better deals physically.
That's stupid.
Which is fucking insane because they spend more on that physical game.
Yeah, and
It's insane.
The industry needs to redress that, because that is a joke. Captain Chats with a really poignant super chat. Sony has become the very villain they mocked in 2013. We need digital laws in place ASAP. I think you're absolutely spot on. We need those rules.
Tickle Beans, the Blood of Dawn Walker is doing that. Are they really fucking doing? If they do that, I'll buy that. I'm actually looking forward to that game. I think he's talking about the map and the physical stuff and all that.
I miss those physical boxes. Used to get so much sick
I remember
shit.
that.
It's just so it's just lame. That's one of the reasons that it compelled me to go digital. Like, you're not getting anything like tangible for your physical other than the CD. Yodani Quezada, he's changed his name to Quezada. Thank you with the 5. Always interested to hear what the commie blue-haired septum ring journalists at Kotaku have to say about gaming. Great place to get a spoon-fed take. Holy Yodani with the salt against Kotaku. And the Green Blood Network with the 5. If Project Positron is real, what the hell is that? Then Xbox needs to get that shit to market ASAP, pre-2028. What's Project Positron?
I don't know. By the way, game sharing is. If the physical's leaving, I'm telling everybody right now. Game sharing on PlayStation and Xbox, that shit's leaving. That shit's going out. It's just a few years away. If they want everybody to buy everything digitally, and that's how you're going to play your games, that game share
100%.
where you buy one copy and you could share with your buddy, because I think everybody here game shares almost. I think it's one of the best features that came from last gen.
Yeah,
and I think that shit's going away. That's just
don't worry. Don't worry. Your Game Pass will be there for you. You don't have to worry about
that. You can game share Game Pass too. Did you know that?
Can you really?
Yep.
You can game share Game Pass.
Yep.
I didn't know that. Remember when they were going to have a Game Pass family plan?
But it's their fault for doing it. Those pieces of shit Game Pass.
Yep. The Pirate Bay. Oh, I haven't heard that for a while. Bearshare, Kazaa, Morpheus, Napster. P2P sharing is about to make one hell of a comeback. Make .exe great again. Oh shit.
Oh, that's by the way, that project he was talking about was the disc to digital thing.
Oh, Project Positron. So that reminds me. The project. Who saw Play Asia? Play Asia's take on this was absolutely hilarious. They're a retailer, I think, and this is the double standards of the bullshit that you see is fucking hilarious. When it came to Xbox, Xbox doing this positron thing, this idea that fonts that they would permit you to transpose your license of your physical games digitally. This is what they said. Play Asia,
let
retailer.
Let you.
This is a disgustingly anti-consumer move. People buy physical games because they want to own their games. Turning games discs into glorified keycards is downright disgusting. We hope Microslop discontinues this project immediately. Stop killing games. And then, when PlayStation did it, killed physical, what was the response? Oh, we get that digital is the future for a lot of people, but for many gamers and collectors, physical games are still part of the experience. The shelf, the box art, the memories. Play Asia has always stood for game preservation. I'm like, motherfucker, you're calling the Microsoft.
Who said that?
Stop killing
Who said that?
It's Play Asia. It's a massive.
So the same person?
Same freaking.
Jesus.
That's what I'm saying. It's bullshit. Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah,
with
that's the tax. That's the
tax.
Bro, I never bought the Xbox tax shit, but man, has the last year really I'm like,
opened
is
my
there
eyes.
something up? Like, I'm like, is there something going on? Like, what the fuck is happening? Like, why are people like? I always thought like just make good shit, people would be there, and then I have like PTSD of fucking Phil Spencer on Paris's show going, we're gonna fucking beat him even if we make a good game, Paris. Like, we're fucking fucked up, man. We can't sell a console. It doesn't matter if Starfield's a 10 out of 10. Fuck all of you. Like, that was Phil. Like, that was quoted word for word. Like, what he did. Like that's all I think of now. And he's just like, I think he was fed up then. He's like, fuck all of you. I'm gonna do what I want.
What I do, you will never be happy.
You know what? And this is an Xbox too, Paris. I was like, damn, dude, Phil's out here. He's fucking gangster.
So without going too harsh on the thing, like, I agree with the sentiment with Play Asia when it comes to the disc to digital, but they should have had that same energy when it came to the fucking getting rid of physical discs. Like, that's even fucking worse, dude. Like, basically are getting rid of it. And you're just like, well, a lot of people are digital.
So dumb. It's like, this is what I'm saying. Like, what is
Bro,
the energy?
That is insane. That tax is fucking insane.
It is something that, we used to mock, and then we used to observe it. They were like, maybe Christopher Drake is just looking the other way because
his eye? Oh.
Yo.
What?
I'm moving the camera to Fonz.
Yeah.
Shots fired!
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Wow.
We're fucking messy on this bitch.
Look, he's not a games journalist. We don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. He's
There's
he's
nothing
not a
to
games
do with the
journalist
gaming
at all.
industry.
His words.
We're good.
Bonds don't give a fuck.
Inside the game is gonna let go of me any day now. They're gonna be like, "Fuck this guy's
I
alive."
don't even know why they took you. I saw your picture. We are so proud to have Gaz. You with your arms crossed like a fucking bitch, looking like a mark. I see you, dude.
And then they got Stella, that lady, in there, and I was like, "Yes, I've got a bigger meat shield now protecting me. She's gonna get."
Oh my god.
Yo,
I felt so bad for that comment section when they announced her. I was like, "Oh, cool." And then I went down that comment section. I was like, "Fuck that!" I closed that shit.
Wait a minute. Hold up. I got too many people out there, liking what I said there. Let's talk about Game Pass and how it's just ruining the fucking industry. No,
I had a comment. I had a comment to say, but I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna blame Game Pass or something just now.
What is
no, I'm
lazy?
not doing it.
You're such a piece of shit.
I didn't say anything.
I know you're saying it.
No, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
Whoa, hold up. I didn't say anything about lazy.
I didn't say,
active,
Gaz,
bro.
what are you talking about?
It's active, bro. Trust me. It's active.
You gotta just throw the
Shut
brown
the
person under the
fuck
bus
up.
again. Okay, anyway. It was fucked up. Yeah.
It works.
I don't know what else to say. Yeah. So
that article's fucked up though. That dude, the contrast there is so fucking stark.
there's so much
From
of
one
it.
to the other, like,
Of Jeff
oh my
Grubb
god,
blaming-
they're just fucking ruining it. They're gonna fucking be an all digital world. Fucking Sony's literally taking
Killed
that
it. They
from
killed
you.
it.
Making you go into that digital ecosystem that they fucking want to dictate pricing on, and you're just like, oh, we understand.
Yeah. Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Bro.
Same thing. Jeff Grubb's podcast. Guy wearing a Pulse headset, sitting there going, oh, if Xbox was competitive, PlayStation would have probably not done this. Who's the freaking
It's one of my
lucky
big,
leader, man?
dude. It's one of my biggest fucking tweets. People were like, "Was that your tweet, Zalker?" I just like that bitch. I was like, "Yeah, didn't mean to, but that's the first thing I saw was the fucking Pulse headset." I was like what?
Bro,
And then
have
Jeff's
some
just sitting there with a nodding his head, like, "Yep, I agree."
And then
I'm
Chris
like,
String
okay.
writes an article. Too many people even play freaking shut the flame pub. It's like, yo, imagine if Microsoft led the way, the flambeing would be just brutal. It would be, if you've got Domino's and you've got all these companies going after PlayStation, imagine everyone's calling. Did you see the fake performative shit? Like, and all from the PlayStation guys, just shut it down, man. Xbox is so bad after the IO interactions, just shut it down. Of course they would say that, oh, it's a failed project, just shut it down. When this happened, some of them remarkably quiet. Like, oh, we don't fucking play. I don't play. I don't really care about physical anyway. But it's an issue they should resolve. And I was like, sorry, where's the energy? You literally, this was your marketing campaign for the PS4. How the fuck did you open your mouth? You fucking fake fuck.
If the Helix comes out without a disk drive, expect the media to fucking run wild on
Oh my god, 100%. 100%.
Expect it.
And then
I'm actually waiting for the article. I'm waiting for the article, Fonz, after this whole Game Pass thing. I'm literally waiting for the article to be like, the first step in killing physical media was Game Pass. I'm waiting for that fucking article now. Like it just hit me in the head. I'm like, that's gonna be an article written, and then I'm gonna link Fonz and be like, it's your fault. Like,
it's my fault. I didn't
it's
even
all
say
his
that,
fucking
but
fault. You know it's coming. They're gonna be like
push. Just with along with the disc to digital, same thing. I think it's part of the problem. But at the end of the day, look, we have Sony taking away physical discs. They've already confirmed it. that is way worse than anything going on right
January
now.
2028. That's the deadline.
Taking away
Intergalactic
physical,
might not
that's
even.
insane.
No, Naughty Dog's next game may not be on disc based on when it's released. I think it's probably going to miss the physical release window. And that's kind of crazy.
I know that Intergalactic, I don't think that's coming out until the PS6.
BT Maverick goes, I wondered whose tweet that was of the game mess. It was BT Maverick.
BT Maverick's the one that put it out there. By the way, shout out to you, BT, for putting it out there.
But BT?
So hold on, time out. Outside of BT, did Greg Miller say anything about Sony?
Yeah. Did he rant? Did he have an epic?
Did he have a big rant?
I'd love to see. Chat, please find out if Greg Miller had that little rant, the performative rant that he cared so much about compulsion. I want to see that shit. Please, that's a great, valid.
I don't know if maybe he didn't have a podcast until then or anything, but I would really like to know what he thought about this whole situation. In fact, let's look up if he said anything.
Okay, please do that.
Let's
I want to find out.
it.
I just want to know, because when somebody has that much like passion, you know, it's infectious. It's great. You know, it's good for the industry. And I just want to know that he has that same passion for other things. So far, no. Okay.
No.
Is he even on? He's not on Twitter anymore, is he? He's not on Twitter X anymore, is he?
I don't know. I don't know where if he is, but I want to hear that
the last
kind of
post
loud
is 2025.
noise. F you F.
Oh, he's probably
Remember
on Blue Sky. I'm on Blue Sky only, guys. I'm going to Blue Sky.
BT Maverick says, listen to
Why
it.
that voice?
He said it was very light, and he wasn't even. He was. His voice was at a 5 compared to how else you fucking ruined everything. I wanted to hear you fucking ruined everything with this. Because the whole world, including Domino's, is telling them you fucking ruined everything. So where's the energy?
Well, how about this? What if PlayStation? I said this to Zocker yesterday. I was like, what if PlayStation is just fucking having people talk about them, getting all this stuff, and like getting everybody angry, and then they'll reverse their decision, and then when they reverse it, they look like a good guy. Oh my God, Sony's so great. They listen to their consumers. They brought back all the
no chance,
bro. They're gonna do that. You know they're gonna do that. They'll write fucking biblical articles on how great Sony is because they listen to their consumer base.
Bro,
I know this to be true.
Holy shit! I can't see anything. I can't see anything on Kinda Funny Games, because everything is locked behind members only. You can't look at any video unless you subscribe and pay them to listen to their shit.
And you know where they got that idea from? Game Pass.
You can only watch their stuff if you rent it.
Yeah,
I blame Game Pass.
Game Pass did that. Game Pass ruined Kinda Funny.
Yeah, God, I think Kinda Funny ruined Kinda Funny.
Paris might be in the chat.
Because he says, "Holy crap, PlayStation." And he's in a car talking, I think, and that's I can't watch it though.
All right.
Wow.
I went that far. I'm looking.
I want to see the energy. I want to see the same freaking.
What's wrong with Blue Sky? Oh, nothing's wrong with Blue Sky itself. I just think it's funny. Like a lot of people just ran away from Twitter. They're like, I'm just so tired of this place. It's toxic.
Why are you doing that voice?
Why are you doing the voice?
Because
Why is the voice?
I've heard people literally talk like that. Say it. It's just so toxic here. I'm taking off. I'm going anywhere else.
Oh shit!
You kind of lean into that voice really good. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little talented.
It's that lighting in this freaking room.
It is the lighting.
That's why I could do it.
It's called voice acting.
Yes, yeah, it's true. Has Nib written a 20-chapter book on this being okay? True Hero, he hasn't. He's been scathing. In fact, he's been
20-chapter book is fucking wild.
Nib will write that book as soon as freaking there's no freaking disk drive on the Helix. You're gonna see it there too.
Fonz is zesty.
Fonz is zesty. Yeah,
he's a zesty bitch.
He is. But you know, they will. The revisionist history. That's why I keep saying, don't let it escape the history books. Who did this? And I've already saw some people go, no, Xbox did this. No, it's very embarrassing that your entire marketing strategy primarily relied on you leveraging the value of physical and how much you cared about game preservation, and then you would lead this way. Embarrassing.
TGAN, get it right. I'm not bisexual. I'm full on gay.
BT Maverick's awesome. He linked us, Gaz.
He linked us.
He linked us Greg Miller's reaction.
It's 2020.
You can go to Twitter.
Oh, I can do this. I can do this. I can move my camera here, and then I can. Oh, you see, this is what happens when your brain starts to function with a little bit. Oh, and by the way, did you see what happened to physical is licensed? Says Wandering Dutch. Oh shit! Look at this. Oh shit. Physical is licensed. Fuck! I can't even. I need to get up link. BT Maverick, did you send it to me on WhatsApp? Not WhatsApp. On thingy.
Blue Sky? Did you send it on Blue Sky?
He sent me a tweet on Twitter, and oh shit, a Ginger Prime messaged me. The fuck? There's a private ones because I've fuck. Just link it.
Don't
publicly.
open it on. Are you putting it public?
Oh, he's done.
Don't
He's
do
done.
that.
He's done. He's done. He's a boss. BT Maverick. Oh no, you fuck. They might not even let me play because Twitter is shit.
Dude, what is wrong with Gaz and his freaking technical issues all the time?
No, it's Twitter. It won't let me log in and play this stuff unless you're logged in.
What?
Oh, wait, hold on. I managed
Why
to do
can't
it.
you log in? Just log in.
I tried.
Stay logged in.
I tried.
I don't get that.
All right. Anyway, 3-man. I've managed to get it. Here we go. Screen. Yes. Go away. Play. I can't hear it. What?
I don't see
So,
it or
just so
hear it.
everybody knows, I just watched the full minute and 40 seconds that BT Maverick have of kind of funny games reacting to the physical games. They were not yelling. They
A
were just
minute
talking.
40? That's it?
It was just a minute 40. That's the clip. There might be more.
Okay.
And in that whole thing, what they talk about is how, you know, like Greg Miller basically says he loves digital games because he's moved away from physical, but it's not outrage at all. And then the first thing they say is like, what happens to the games industry with all this like cost cutting stuff, all this, because we brought them up, so I want to give them what they've said. And I don't know the other guy's name. He has like, I don't know, the guy that's next to him, the co-host, I don't know his name. That guy over there was basically saying that like games industry, like, does this mean that, you know, all this cost cutting, are people going to keep their jobs longer? And all I can think of is no. And then he goes, I look at the games industry and all I can think of is Microsoft and Sony just make me have no faith in gaming. And I'm like, why even bring up Microsoft in this? Like, this is a PlayStation decision.
Well,
like, I get
Pass,
that. I get
bro.
it. I get it. Yeah, because Game Pass.
You have to, yeah.
But, and so they basically bring up Microsoft, and like, there's no outrage, there's no yelling, there's no crazy reaction that gets a lot of clicks and gets a lot of people
Dude, so
involved.
they just excused it by saying, I am all digital now. So fuck
Not even,
other
I don't even know,
consumers.
like, they say it kind of sucks, but in my head, I'm like, do you not
Blessing
think
you.
of, like, listen, I get it. People don't like, you know, Electronics Boutique or GameSpot, whatever. All these people that talk about this stuff, it's like, do you not understand that, like, that affects other people's jobs too? Like people that are in factories, people that are working at brick and mortar stores, people that are just regular people, even kids. Like a lot of people that I know that worked at GameSpot were like teenagers of my age or like 18 years old, kind of first job, getting in there, making a buck. It's like all this stuff. It's like the games media is so fucking, to me, it's so annoying. It's one of the biggest reasons why I don't even look at reviews of games anymore, because they absolutely love a certain type of game that does not represent what I am. Like, I'm not their audience anymore, like 100%. At all. I used to go to some people to watch game reviews and I'd be like, cool, this is great. And now I go to a very select few, or I just go look up gameplay myself.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Yeah, and not even YouTubers. Some of the YouTubers I don't even think can criticize games because they have gone to the point where they're so big that if they go against the grain, they get affected too. So that's just what I think. I think that a lot of the stuff that's happening is like this kind of like echo chamber of people saying like, no, you're going to like this because of this reason. And I'm like, fuck you. Like, this is one of the big reasons why I was like, I didn't like Red Dead Redemption. I don't give a fuck. Come at me. I'm going to say what I want to say about this game. Or
you have
this
your own opinion.
Yeah, you have your own opinion. And it just doesn't feel like they're representing what we want. Like the outrage on Xbox, cool, I get it. But all this other shit's fucked.
That's what I've been trying to tell people for years now when it comes to like Metacritic, these aggregate scores from these journalists. I don't fucking listen to any of that. They're like, oh, it got a fucking 90. It's going to be a great game. No, I'd rather look to the very small pool I have on YouTube that I listen to, some of the people there that I trust.
Oh, your friends,
and that's it. And friends, and my friends as well. I don't listen to Metacritic. I don't listen to these big media outlets reviewing games because they're look, we just found out Dring is bought and paid for by Sony. You don't think other people are? You don't think they're not?
Yeah, they probably are.
The world.
Yeah, like even
I'm just gonna
listen, even games like Mixtape. Like I don't understand how Mixtape gets a high review. How it had this like it's a darling game. I tried playing it. I grew up in the Bay Area. I know what Oakland is because they had like it's apparently based over there, and that's not 90s kids in Oakland, bro. I was a 90s kid in Oakland or a 90s kid in the Bay Area. That is not what the fuck it was.
Somebody said something and it was perfect. Who was it that told us, Zucker? They said it was like Seattle or Washington kids in the 90s placed in Oakland. Like it wasn't even.
Yeah, it was weird.
Oakland at all. Like it was.
Zorka, the only other person that publicly hates on Red Dead Redemption 2 is Greg Miller.
He's a nice guy. I like that.
I'm just going to play for a second. Don't say anything, guys. You may not be able to hear it, or you won't be able to hear it. Just a clip from Greg Miller. So I'm just playing it now. 3, 2, 1.
As you know it, PlayStation is killing physical games. Physical game disc production for all new games releasing on PlayStation consoles will be discontinued starting January 2028. What the fuck timeline are we living in, Andy?
It just feels like it's way too soon, and I wasn't ready for this to happen quite yet. It's definitely a shocker to wake up to this morning.
Yeah.
It feels like a funeral.
Even if you're somebody who loves digital games like I do and had moved away a long time ago from physical stuff, we're talking now about a emergency break.
Now there's
this huge lurch of what does this mean for mom and pop shops?
None of the energy. Obviously, none of the whole freaking flamboyant stuff. It's like, what does that mean for the mom and pop shop? What does that mean for
GameStop?
The GameStop thing?
Always been on.
He's just trying to downplay it. This is part and parcel of the same bullshit that we've seen before, the double standards and energy. You know what's funny about all of this? When Xbox fucks up, one of the most... I make it a concerted effort to rinse them hard. I have rinsed them hard in my videos, said shit about Satya, Phil, everything, made him an Ozempic abuser, ruined his face, gutted him when they killed Perfect, and that's coming from my slanted position. Rinse them hard. They can't even do the same thing. The energy never matches. And when I do take the piss out of PlayStation, it's done from a bit of like mockery and this and that, and obviously completely forthright and upfront with my biases about hating on mostly the fan base as opposed to the platform. But I do that. None of these bosses do it. They just go in and pretend. And this is the problem why you know everyone knows what the position is with these guys. And you're right, Zorka and Fonz. Generally, this is why these institutions have a waning voice. IGN, who really respects them. Metacritic is still, unfortunately, a reference point in a lot of conversations, which is why I use it. It's still like generally reflective of it, but I know individual reviewers, if you ask me to point to someone like maybe ACG, I tend to agree with his assessment on games because it aligns with the way I think, and not always, like Callisto Protocol.
Yeah.
But other than that, who do I agree with? So it's like, this is why I say Xbox, you don't need to suck off to these people. They will never, ever be on your team, on your side. Just deliver the quality. It's your hardcore people, not the hardcore X-waving twats who will just suck you off just for entry access and all that shit. It's people like Fonz, like me, like who will rinse you if you get it right and rate you if you do things right.
Well, the thing is, guys, we like...
Wrong, sorry.
Go to the link I just sent you, guys.
That's why I appreciate like you guys, on this panel, because I know like even though Zocker doesn't like Red Dead 2, he doesn't have a problem fucking saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like Game Pass. I don't have a problem saying it. Like we're real when it comes to that. Like with our opinions, we're not bought and paid for. We don't fucking hide shit. We'll never hold shit to our chest. We're just gonna tell you how we feel.
Bro, look at the Fonz when you were at RDX. You called out Aaron Greenberg on the pricing thing about Game Pass. Everyone was loving it up. You literally called it out to a point where it's a bit awkward. We say the shit that we do. I was getting.
It's the last time we had any executive on the show, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. They don't. Jason Ronald them don't. They're nice to you in person, but then they don't. I used to get Xbox
because they expect to get
freaking
like questions like when you have an executive on. They expect, "What's your favorite color?" Like,
yeah, exactly.
Nobody gives a fuck. Like, hey, what are you doing about
the blue
pricing?
sky blue?
Are you going to push your games to $70 because I think it matters? Yeah. Oh, I don't think it matters because we have Game Pass.
You know, I'm gonna be real with you. No, I think a lot of this has to do with so when it comes to YouTube, like straight up, this is a real talk to everybody. When you have access early, like early access to things, you are already ahead of everybody else on YouTube. So you get more clicks, you get more exposure, you get more stuff. So you get more views. That means more money. That means that your product or your channel, the thing that you're building, which is basically a business, gets ahead of everybody else. Yep. So a lot of the times within gaming journalism or people that are even not in journalism, but like, let's say they report stuff on YouTube or whatever that, they don't want to fuck that gravy train up because they want that access continuously.
Yep.
And so they don't want to rock the boat at all. I think that is a problem within the games industry where nobody wants to take any hard accountability or any hard kind of questions within the industry. It's why that Phil Spencer thing that was on Paris Lily's show, like on that podcast, was such a raw thing that people were like, what the fuck? It's because we have been so desensitized and so like basically like watered down of the type of answers we get within gaming. And honestly, it's a little bit why people are in shock of Asha Sharma saying, no, we're at 3% margin. We got to fucking reset shit. Because people are like, yo, what's going on? Like, this is crazy. You shouldn't be saying this. No, man, that's how people should be. And so when you have people within, and I'm not saying it's all YouTubers, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there's some, and there's some people that want to keep that access because then they are able to propose, like, it's a little bit of a selfish thing and it's fine. But I don't understand the concept of not giving these people a little bit of a harder time or just making them answer questions in a way that can actually give a consumer more answers. And so that's just me. And I think that that's going to have an issue with a lot of people that don't attack things because they want to keep access. Yeah. And so that's all. I think and that's a big one. Like, I sent you a link, Gaz, online. Like, Idle Sloth posted this thing about the CEO. Yeah, so that whole thing is kind of insane. Like, one of the things is that people internally at Xbox, apparently, these are the rumors that she's listening too much to Twitter. Like, she's listening too much. It's happening. They're questioning the organization. It's like the whole point was she wanted to find out what is going on in the industry. And what she did, to her credit, was reach out to the core audience and the people out there that actually pay, to be on game, like that pay for these games, and people that talk about Xbox and people that are on Twitter, the core audience, the hardcore fan. And a lot of people were like exclusives. They had a whole poll come out, right? Remember that whole thing? The number one thing was like fucking exclusives. So all this stuff is like, yeah, she's listening to Twitter, not for like business things, but more like, what do you want out of Xbox? And that's a good thing when you look at somebody going to a product. I'm not saying that she's going to do a good job. I'm saying that if anybody has done any product management in their fucking life, which I'm fortunate enough to do, especially at a big company, the number one rule is you don't build just to build shit. You build because there is an audience for it. There is a consumer for it. There's actually somebody there that is going to use it. That's where product takes off and you can actually build upon it. And so that's what she's doing. She's trying to see what the audience wants to build a product. Do people want small games in Game Pass? No, we're seeing that there isn't an audience for that. Or do they want big franchises? So that's what she's doing right now. And there's a long road ahead. But her listening to Twitter or all this other stuff, like listening to studio heads, and some studio heads apparently are uncertain about what she wants. And it's because they've had this watered down like placement for years, and that somebody coming in and disrupting it makes them feel a little awkward.
You know what else? I don't think she actually knows what she wants from the studios herself when it comes to the games. Like, I think she's a very smart business person, but I think when it comes to gaming and the games, I don't think she's there. And I'm just hoping that there's upper management alongside her that can guide her and greenlit the right games going forward.
It needs a team. It's not an easy thing. They need a people, but not a bunch of yes men to give them feedback as well. And if she's relying on the super fans when she meets at Summer Game Fest, that's not going to work because these people just self-preservation, or they get just
and some of these guys don't pay for games or consoles. They get free stuff all the time from them.
Exactly, and all that matters is their own channel. Like even Satya Nadella said, like YouTubers are probably making more money than some of these games are making, and that's what they do. They made a career out of themselves. But it's the hardcore, like some of the hardcore fans. Like, okay, we are getting older now. We talk about this impassioned, but there's a very real sense of certainty with what we were saying about what Xbox needs to be done, and it's not even that wild out there because we have got other players that are doing this and succeeding, and these are some basic points. And my fear is that Asher Sharma is so reactive that a lot of these bad agents, the bad players, are really loud. You'd see some of the most egregious, ridiculous PlayStation fanboys saying, "Oh, look at Ash Sharma," because this comes from a position of fear. Came out the exclusivity thing with Gears of War really shook them to its core. No matter how much they want to downplay it, they were like, "Oh, Asher Sharma's listening to all the hardcore Xbox fanboys." But reality is this: exclusivity is a point of your distinction that you disappeared and let go of. Then that's when your numbers completely declined. Your value proposition disappeared. It's one of the things that I want to talk about in my video, and I feel like as a fan of gaming and competition and what Xbox used to be and the potential of where Xbox I still believe can go, we'll find out about
your battery is dying on your camera. It's flashing on the stream.
Okay.
By the way, I want to ask Simon in the chat because he said Matthew Ball is that guy with Asha. Now, I don't know if you guys know anything, Zocker or Gaz, and you guys in the chat can tell me. Do you know anything about Matthew Ball? Is he behind any other games? Like what? Why is he the guy to be able to green light a game and know a great game when he sees it?
It's not going to be Matthew Ball. It's going to be the studio heads working with Matt Booty to green light games.
Yeah.
He's just a chief strategy officer, which means that he is out there to kind of like push hardware sales, make sure the platform is getting out there more, making sure games are getting in the right hands. That's what he's supposed to do, is like reset the fundamentals of how they make the game, or like sponsor the games, put them out there, things like that. And the funny thing is that we're talking about her listening to people on Twitter, and has anybody else done that? Because I'm going to tell this right now, to a lot of the people, if Ash Sharma hears any of this, which he's never going to hear my voice, I don't think, is stop listening to a lot of the people in the media, because they don't represent the grander audience of gaming at all.
Yep.
You can go look at a bunch of people that criticize gaming, how much views they get, all the people that have criticized journalism. Like, a lot of people do not pay attention to these fucking people at all.
Yep.
Like, nobody does.
Nope.
You can go look at that, and nobody pays attention to them.
Yep.
And it's like, that's just what it is. It's like, for her to kind of move away from the people within within the games media, and actually go to the people in Twitter and talk to core gamers, that's also a fucking change. And I'm not saying it's a good or bad one. I'm just saying that at least it's something different.
But you can't listen to a hardcore audience that has a lot of bias for your platform. And especially when a lot of them will just kind of go wherever the wind goes when it comes to whatever decision they try to make. And we've seen that time and time again. Yep. You've seen the backlash when, Gaz, when you were fighting for exclusives for so many years, you had people telling you to shut the fuck up in this community. And then once they decided to have exclusives, they're championing it now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that going on too. So
it wasn't just about community. It was actual content creators who are being fake in the background, and then in publicly being completely different, and then switching it up, then trying to retrofit their arguments, delete their shit, and all of that stuff. And this is what I'm saying. Even when I was on bloody Colt Eastwood's podcast as a co-host, the one thing that was always on my mind was, if I'm here right now, I'll be unfiltered. I will want to say what I want to say. And they didn't like me for a long time. They liked the personality over a period of time. But what I was saying, You should see the comments. Oh, guys, bullshit. Oh, he's always anti-Xbox. He's always this. He's always crying about it. And it was coming from a position of, look, if there's any fucking chance that the execs are listening, then this is my opportunity to actually get the voice out there, not suck their dick in freaking on X and C. It was different. It was, and that's the value. Like, even if you think my position is wrong or I'm uninformed about it, and came from a position of genuine. Actually, I want to see this happen. I want to see, gaming competition is the most fundamental thing. You think is an Xbox fanboy. If Xbox were to get deleted tomorrow and Sega comes in or freaking Atari or whoever comes in and they can give competition, I will back them. I'll be the biggest Atari fanboy of life. That's what I want. Because I know for a fact that the only reason Sony is, we're talking about this bullshit right now where Sony's completely fucking raped the whole physical media situation is because they've been coasting. They're coasting because Xbox.
They're coasting.
Yeah, and Xbox, Nintendo, all of them are in their own little lanes. The media is giving them carte blanche to do whatever they want. There's no real competition. The fanboys are glorifying PlayStation's tiny little wins here and there. Oh, this is great. I'm like, the market leader, this is what you expect from the market leader. I want more from the market leader. You shouldn't be fucking accept, oh, Astro Bot won Game of the Year 3 years ago. Fucking, what are you talking about? Oh, no, it's okay they canceled more games than announced games. Oh, it's great that they canceled Gas now because Gas sucks. We don't have any faith in PlayStation, Sony's first-party studios to do multiplayer right. That's okay. Go back to fucking single-player games.
They're back into Gas now, Gas. They're back into Gas. Remember? The president just said,
PlayStation said they're going to do more.
But what kind of gas? Where's the Xbox? Where's the PlayStation fan base saying no fucking? You gassed up Killzone so much. Do you have any faith in that IP? Resistance, SOCOM, any of these IPs that you think they were so fucking good? You should be barking out loud. I rate Blaze and some of these guys, and Jack Move Johnny. At least they're consistent. They believe in the IP. Everyone else just wants PlayStation's fucking sales figures. Like they fucking benefit from them. You dumb fucking idiots. You're the reason why they're coasting. The same reason why Xbox can get away with it, because you suck it off Kiln. And yeah, sure, it's a fun game or whatnot, but do you want Xbox to be a competition? Do you want to lift the boat? The whole industry's collapsing because of fucking yes men and a bunch of people dominate the fucking airwaves talking
like
bullshit.
I said, the people that want access that don't push back against these people. Like, don't push back against Xbox or PlayStation or anybody because they want access to shit so they can push their own stuff. It's a very selfish thing, and it's fine. Do your thing. Get your bag, bro. I understand. But I'm going to say this right now. Like, I just read it. I'm reading something right now from Windows Central and a couple other articles making sure this is right. A French politician named by Jean-Luc Mélenchon, he came on and said about the physical discs. He said, video games are not mere merchandise. They are cultural assets, and the law and force must apply to them. He said this is his response in them ending physical PlayStation discs, along with GTA 6. He brought them up too, along with GTA 6 going digital only. It threatens ownership, preservation, and player rights. That's what we need.
Yeah,
like the whole thing, like don't kill games, that whole campaign,
yes,
all that shit. That's what's going to happen is if these government agencies across Europe and across the United States and Canada and wherever the fuck else they
Europe
sell these
already
games.
denied it. Europe already denied it. They put a stop to stop killing games.
Yeah, so all the stuff that's happening now, it needs to be the same with the physical media. Straight up.
We're all guilty of it because we're such impassive fans. Convenience is a massive thing that we've gravitated towards, all of us, like digital. For me, GTA 6, I'm willing to forgive so much because I so desperately want a AAA unhindered, balls to the wall, some of this shatters the entire paradigm game. And
let's hope we get that. Hope we get that.
Hope we get that. If it's not like that, and I will tell you, chat, if I have glazed the fuck
I'll be
out
honest.
GTA 6 has been glazed by me so much that my wife is concerned about how much I love GTA. And if GTA 6 falters...
You literally said you're going to judge it by how big of an erection you get. Yeah, she's worried.
Yeah, of course.
You fucking idiot. That's literally your line from last week. I sat there and I was like, what? My wife listens to this show. And she was like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, that's my boy. I can't explain. I got no excuse for him. She's like, that's who you're doing a podcast with? I was like, fucking right I am. I was like, I'm gonna get an erection with him. We're out here.
Yeah.
I backed you up, bro.
Yeah,
Joking.
yeah. Well, if she's listening, I'm sorry for calling your husband a dumbass, but you know, he calls me a dumbass, retard, all kinds of shit. So like we go back and forth.
Listen,
I love Zucker.
She's
I love
heard
Zucker.
the WhatsApp voice notes. What we say on here is the most mildest shit compared to what we say to each other.
I can't even say what you said the other day, but I played it in front of my wife, Gaz.
Do not cancel me.
Well, you were there, like you were talking to her. But you were so far fucking gone, bro.
Oh, I was gone.
And it was the funniest shit. I'm keeping that voice.
Dude, I swear you had a voice changer on. You were lasered. You were fucked up.
I was on a...
And I was like in half of sleep because I fell asleep a little bit, and then I woke up because the baby needed to be fed, and I was listening to that, and I was like, am I like too not awake for this? Dude. Does he sound different? What's happening? I was like, oh no, he's fucking lasered.
My wife remembered the line word for word, and she says it all the time now. She says it all the fucking time and just busts up laughing. She said that was literally the funniest thing she's ever heard. And I was just like, that's Gaz. He's a crackhead.
I am a crackhead.
I blame Game Pass for it, though.
I blame Game Pass, 100%. 100%.
Oh, man. But, you know, okay, we can't blame Game Pass. Well, we can for what's about to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow is D-Day for Xbox.
Monday.
It's fucking Monday, not tomorrow!
I can't even say it's tomorrow because it's
Monday,
not midnight
Monday.
yet. So, shit, I was looking at the okay, fuck. Monday is D-Day.
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be huge.
Massively huge.
Massively
fucking huge.
Dreamcast guy has already written the video.
Xbox dead again.
Yeah, obviously,
for the millionth time.
The thumbnail has already been used multiple times. So he's gonna, like, everyone's gonna go at it. Greg Miller's gonna really be mad. The industry is, look, after Monday, Xbox has already kind of felt it, but they are gonna be seen as the bad guys. No matter what, despite what PlayStation has done, despite everyone landscape rinsing them dry and them getting away with not even doing a U-turn on physical or whatever happens, Xbox will be the bad guys because people will pretend they really cared for compulsion games. They will really cared and they were going to support this game or, you know.
I don't think it's going to be bad, bro. I'm telling you right now, I don't think it's going to be that bad. I don't think it's going to be that much backlash, bro. Everything that I've seen, I think the media, the journalists will be gaming, unless they get some surprise shit in there. I feel like this has been piecemeal to everybody, right? Like they're sending this out. It's like Compulsion, Ninja Theory, Undead Labs, Blade, Arcane.
Blade is a big one for
Double Fine. Double Fine. All of these games, all these studios have been pushed out for like 2 weeks. So if they... unless there's a fat fucking surprise that's like id or something, I think everybody's gonna be like, because that's all I see in my comment section is like, those studios are, you know, it was cool, but I'm not that sad. Like, I'm actually surprised by it. Like that's what I've seen, and it's not just Xbox fans. Like Sony fans are like, well, you know, I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, but I think there'll still be scathing articles written because we have. I mean. Has there been a lot of scathing articles about the PlayStation physical games? Has there been anything really bad, or is it?
Some people have put some stuff out there that's pretty bad about the physical thing.
Because they basically just said, like, PlayStation just did an FU to all the single mothers out there, hardworking, trying to put a smile on their kids' faces and stuff, like, you know, to get them a game if used if they can't afford a new one, but that's okay, and a game that doesn't sell and they're not making profits on, that is the worst thing ever to get rid of. Oh my God, how dare you get rid of studios that aren't making money? How dare you?
And this is why I have to be careful, because a lot of people rinse me for being insensitive for the jokes I make on social media about there's actual people's jobs in there. I'm like, look, I get it.
And it sucks, yeah.
I'm not such a heartless, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to make jokes. We make jokes about people dying in war. Why the fuck do you think I'm going to put on, like we do, we like Dave Chappelle, dark humor. We play video games based on war situations. We kill people in games, but we can't laugh at a fucking studio being shut down because they were dog shit. Like, let's not pretend. Like, okay.
Oh, you called Ninja Theory dog shit. Confirmed it. Mark it down. Stamp it. He did. You said because the studio's dog shit, they're getting shut down. Ninja Theory, dog shit, confirmed by Gaz.
That's not
Called
true,
it right now.
Do
nope, you got it. Nope, you're done.
Zucker co-signs that, by the way.
Yeah, he does. 100%. Sorry.
and you know, another thing, I don't want people to think that we're flipping because it's Xbox Studios, bro. When Perfect Dark got shut down, that bothered me for a long time. People were saying, shut the fuck up about Perfect Dark. And then after a while, you tend to, okay, it's still Xbox's fault, even if it was a bullshot. But, you know, it's time for some change at Xbox. And if what they said was the statement that she said is true, that they're not going down on their commitment to investing. They're in fact they're reprioritizing it. Then the main thing for us to be pacified is you're making the right calls now, because you've had this completely anemic approach. Then you went super heavy with the consolidation, and then you had hands off. Because your creativities, let them thrive on all the Phil Spencer kumbaya shit. And now Asher Sharma comes in and we're like, we're going to make some hard calls. Genuinely, that makes me hopeful for Xbox. Like, at the very least, the quality control, or the idea of that they're doing quality control exists. Whether or not it's good quality control, I have no idea, because this is Xbox and they don't give you much faith.
I just don't understand the concept of, like, you can't lose millions of dollars and then expect to keep your job. Like, you can't lose money and constantly cost money and be expensive and then be like, well, because I know how to create a drawing and like a couple characters, I should be able to be protected. No, that's not the way it works. I worked at a company that was like, there was high stakes, high things. One of the things that as I was being hired, one of my onboarding processes was don't join the $1 Million Club. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And they're like, when you make a mistake and it costs millions of dollars, because then you're gone.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, when you make a game and it doesn't sell, you made a mistake along the way. You made a mistake that you did not user test it, or you did not build a product that people wanted. So you need to understand the risk of getting into business, because this is a business. At the end of the day, art is art. It's great, but there's a reason why it's called a starving artist. You need to make something that people want.
Well, they didn't need to do that because Game Pass. They were told that it was fine to go into Game Pass.
I fucking knew it. I knew it was coming.
They were told that it wasn't about profitability. It was about getting into Game Pass.
I think he told that to only like certain studios. Like he literally told that to studios. Yeah, he told it to smaller studios. He told it to Double Fine and Compulsion Games and yeah. By the way, people are saying we want different Halo and Halo. Did you guys see the Space Marine 2 Halo mod?
No.
So Space Marine 2, somebody made a mod that changes things into Halo. It looks fucking dope. And everybody's like, yo, this is the Halo game we wanted. Straight up.
I'll try and pull it up if I can see that. That'd be fucking crazy.
Yeah, it looks so fucking cool.
By the way, I wonder if Phil and company apologized to those studios for telling them all that, because now they might be axed.
Interesting point.
It's kind of one of those. It's crazy that that's what they actually fucking told them, and then they get fired for it. Like, huh?
I can't find the video, but yeah, no, that's look, Phil, the great guy who saved Xbox.
That's a crazy way to think about it, though. Like, I'm just now thinking about that, and it's like it bothers me. It's like if I'm hired to do something, and you're telling me I'm just supposed to fill Game Pass with these little games and don't worry about making profits. And then I get fired for it because new management comes along and says, no, fuck you. You're not profitable. Well, I wasn't supposed to be. Like, I would feel some type of way.
Of course. And I feel like once the gutting happens on Monday, yes, then you're going to find out. I think a lot of the truth will come out. Because now
nobody understands why Matt Booty is still there. Nobody. Yeah. Nobody gets it. I've asked so many people.
I mean, because he was against a lot of the stuff that Phil and Sarah wanted. If you remember, like when he basically made Minecraft into like this huge global thing, that was his job, and he killed it. Minecraft blew the fuck up and became one of the most profitable games ever. So he got promoted, and then they kind of put him out there. He was the person, the reason why Minecraft like really like expanded across he ran Minecraft very well when they purchased it. Like when they purchased Minecraft, they got it for fucking cheap compared to what they're making now.
Yeah.
And he was one of the big reasons of why it was like that. Like they put him in charge, he killed it. And then the funny thing is, they promoted him in the Xbox and gave him like a bunch of responsibility. And then if you remember those emails from the FTC,
yeah, he was
like, what the fuck are we doing?
We can
like, we just outspend these motherfuckers. It's like everybody else was not like that. And so he came on. It's like Matt Booty's out here, and it's like, all right, this new guy, see what he's doing. And then he kind of faded away, and Sarah Bond came in because I think there was a political battle. Obviously, Matt Booty won. So that's why he's there.
And by the way, guys, I understand that it's a new new management there. They're taking over. It's different now. But that still doesn't change why those studios were there, why they were put there to begin with, what they were told. It's just, it feels kind of gross.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I mean, we're gonna. By the way, did you see a BG get in the neck after he says like it doesn't affect me, the physical stuff? Like I don't care in the least bit. So many people came after him, man. He became the butt of the meal.
I did not see that at all.
That Ricky Berwick, that disabled guy, he was involved in that shit.
My question to him would be, what if something happened to you and you couldn't afford to buy a new game anymore, and you had to go out and buy used games? Like, I mean, anything can happen in life. Like, there's people out there that legit do that. And you could say today, well, it doesn't bother me today. I don't give a fuck. I'm all digital anyway. Anything can happen.
I think BG's position is that, look, I don't care. I'm selfish. And if it happens, I'm sure there's pros and cons. He said it, but it's like, but that's not an issue for me. I think people are crying about it, but it is what it is. At least BG's upfront about it, even if he knows it's an unpopular take, he will say it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that don't care. Like, if you looked at a lot of the comments and all that, people are like, I've been digital for fucking 15 years. I don't give a shit. It's like, and they're like, I know that. I guess a lot of people's thought process is like, if I don't have access to my games because PlayStation is dead or Microsoft is gone or Steam is gone, I think I have bigger problems in the world that I need to worry about before those goes away. And that's kind of their thought process in this. And I think, like, to some extent, cool, I get it. It's an honest reaction, and I get, like, because it's true. If there is something going on in the world, we're not worried about, like, where's my fucking 360 game? Nobody cares.
That's what I'm trying to say. So goes, what happens if the electricity goes down?
But I think it's more about the pricing for me. It's more about the options. Just taking an option away because it's always gaming's become this, like, bean counter. Like, oh, we need to make this much money. We need to hit these margins. We need to hit this. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We got to do this, make more profit. And I don't know if you guys saw like an article about the movie industry. The movie industry apparently does not give a fuck about comic books anymore. No. They care about gaming, and they want to make gaming movies. So that's like they're trying to figure out a way to get into the games franchises and make movies from there.
I think a lot of people don't think about anything outside of their now, like where they're at today and what they're doing today. Yeah. They don't think about the future. And you've got to think about others, especially as consumers, man. You have to have that consumer mindset. You can't just be all about yourself. I know this hobby's very selfish, but you have to think about the consumers because anything can change with you.
Yeah.
I just don't believe in
I'm not even worried about the gaming industry. The funny thing is nobody says anything about like banks. Everything is digital. That's your fucking money. That's your livelihood. And everybody's like, oh yeah, I'm worried about my games. I'm like, I'm not worried about that shit too. Because like, who goes to banks anymore?
Trust me, I think about all that shit too. Trust me, as a conspiracy theorist, I think about a lot of that shit.
Yeah, it's not even a conspiracy theory.
Just this hobby, we're talking about the hobby. It's just like,
well, the bank thing, I obviously
just so close-minded and not think about others.
Well, the money and the bank thing and all that conspiracy, it's obviously Game Pass's fault. Like, that was my mind.
Yes.
Pork Punches is a good point, though. He just says, what happens if your PSN account gets hacked and stolen from you? All digital won't save you then. And, you know, I was quite flippant about it, but I did realize, actually, it made me think. I was like, you don't really want all your eggs in one basket. So don't want all my digital games on just Steam or Xbox or PlayStation. It's probably a good thing to spread it out a little bit, because if, God forbid, one of the accounts gets hacked, then I need to figure out what the fuck we're doing, you know? So, yeah. Yeah, so then, you know, you lose all your whole library, so it is what
Somebody
it is.
brought up the Batman 2 writer. Don't do this. Don't take me down that route. Moving on.
Don't do that, T-Jan. He's not ready or equipped to talk about.
None of you motherfuckers are ready or equipped. Gaz, I'll fucking.
Is the Batman as As a
have you even read that comic book, you stupid bitch? Have you read it?
Do not talk to me about Batman. I'm an expert. Right here, look, chat.
Did you read it?
Chat.
You don't even know how to fucking read. I knew it.
It's got pretty pictures.
It's got pretty pictures.
It's got pretty pictures. Go sit on the toilet like you do every day for 48 fucking hours and read that fucker. Stop tweeting. Stop tweeting the goddamn 50-cent smile gif, you fucking weirdo. That's all you tweet. That's all I see is 50 Cent smiling. I'm like, that's a gas tweet.
I love that fucking face, man. Pause. But yeah, he says, gee, that's the ultimate troll. Think about the messaging behind that and how he murked P. Diddy and just that. Beautiful, works on layers. Yeah, I think we've kind of covered everything, guys. Like, what else is there to say? Like, you know, BG got murked by Ricky Berwick, but only because of pure numbers. I think I appreciate BG's honest candor on things. Yeah, I was just DMing him. I'm like, this is fucking crazy. The reaction is stupid. But they're not stupid, but at the same time, like, you kind of walked into it, but you know, fair enough.
Yeah, I've always had respect for BG. I just like I was just saying earlier, it's not about like him in particular. It's just how people are sometimes. They just think about like, why do I care? Yeah. I'm all digital, you know. And even for me, like when I first heard the news, like I'm all digital right now, and I'm like, well, I wasn't all the time, you know. I had to buy used games at times. I know how it is trading games in, trying to, you know, even to make money even.
And you know, one thing I will say to people, you're absolutely right, Fonz. One of the best things, but you put this in a short, in your short, which is really good, is also you don't know that your situation will change. Like we can be all well and good, but you know, the world, all of whatever we have that we take for granted can be swept up, taken away from us tomorrow. And then it's going to be quite, you know, easy for us to be flippant now because we have the false sense of security, but that can be taken away. And then what? I broke VG's in the chat. He goes, anything I say to a disabled person, they're going to make him the victim. God made him the victim already, so now you're going to fuck him up even more.
I don't know about that, man. Did you ever see that dude did you ever see that guy that's in the video? It's like a surveillance camera. There's like a guy painting on the sidewalk, and a guy in a wheelchair comes and gets mad that the ladder is on the sidewalk and starts shaking it, and the guy falls off the fucking ladder. Bro, look that shit up.
It's the guy in the wheelchair. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I would fuck that guy up, bro. I'm like, like I don't care what you're doing. Like you're about to kill someone.
Just because you're like freaking disabled doesn't mean you have to like a cunt.
Fuck you. Yeah.
There's a dude on Twitter that always screams autism when you go at him, and he comes at you and he says a lot of shit, right? And then oh, I've got autism, you know, you can't talk to me like that. And I said, autism doesn't give you the right to be a fucking asshole.
It doesn't.
Fuck you.
If autism was an excuse, I would never say one thing about Cole Eastwood. I'm just kidding. BG,
how dare you?
I'm just kidding. No, but BG is right. Like if Ricky Berwick, because I think with that kind of disability thing, he embraces it, and you know it's a serious disability, but he overcome it and made it really funny. You know, he makes jokes about it, and I think, you know, when I come across disabled people, one of the best thing to do is to just treat him like a normal person, man, and make fun of them like I would make fun of my mates. When I had someone in a wheelchair at uni, I used to rinse him all the time. Actually, Sean does it on his podcast. They make fun of P-Lump because he's on a wheelchair, so they make memes about him
I met him in person. Shout out to P-Lump.
Oh, you met him in person? Oh shit, that's wicked.
He was out there in LA.
Is it? Yeah, wicked. You know, that kind of shit. So the internet, though, they'll be fake bullshit. But BG's right. Like anything he said to Ricky Berwick is gonna get fucked. And and I know you, BG. The way he was coming at you, you were probably fucking had so many bars you wanted to fucking release and you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. And it's such a fucking, you just have to fucking take it. Have to fucking take it. But yeah, shout out to P-Lump. But yeah, you know, that's honest conversation. But on the internet, you have to behave a certain way. It's just not worth it because people aren't equipped to understand the reality of how people actually deal with things in the real world. But it is what it is. Yeah, so I think that's it, chat. I think we had a very interesting episode 3. It's still toned down to our WhatsApp chats because we would definitely get cancelled, but Hey, I think
no, I think the Game Pass chat. It was much like we have in WhatsApp, like me and Soccer going at it. Yeah. That's a lot of fun. Yeah, and you, bitch.
Yeah, it's true. I'm just instigating there, but I fucking yeah.
See him? I'm just instigating.
I think this format works really well. It's just like I don't know why we didn't do it sooner, but it's a blast.
We know why. We know why.
Oh yeah, we do know why.
Yeah, we know why it didn't happen sooner. We're supposed to.
Yeah.
I don't even want to get into it.
Yeah, definitely. The chat.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, but ultimately it works out great, and I love this podcast because we can just be ourselves, talk shit, be real, all the things that we complain about the landscape not being, and it just feels right, even if it's all Game Pass's fault. Chat, everyone, smash the like button as we go out. Help us go to new milestones before we get cancelled. Hopefully, we can make it to 10 episodes. But yeah, I will try and post this up ASAP on Spotify. It takes a while to render it on YouTube. That's why it takes a little while, because it's processing for about half a day. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the show. Let me just quickly check if...
Oh, shit. It does that to you, too?
Yeah, process for half a day.
It used to do that to me forever, yeah. Now I just use StreamYard, and I can download it right away. As soon as the show is over.
Guys, before you go, talk to me about the Risk It comeback. Risk It for the biscuit. Forget that fat piece of shit. He's not worth talking to. Yeah, screw him.
He's a nice guy.
He's cool, dude.
He's a dickhead, bro. I don't give a shit about that guy. DJB, wait, no more solo gas pods? There will be. You're just trying to find the new normal. I've been pushing videos. I've got another video hoping out tomorrow. Pushed 2 videos out last week. YouTube algorithm is murking me because I didn't put out videos for almost like a year, and then it was sporadically, and now it's treating it like a podcast channel, and I need to go back heavily on it. But the best part about all of this, Fonz and Zorka are back on making videos as well. It's good to see the boys get on it. It's sick. It's good to see your friends succeed. It's good. So we're going to keep going hard. But yeah. No, awesome. He's a bit distracted by politics. No, he's a prick. And if you get run over, fuck it. Anyway, shout out to everyone. Love you all. Hit the like button, and we'll see you very soon. Anything you want to say to the chat, Fonz?
Yeah, I'm making videos on Mondays and Thursdays now, and also my podcast Tuesday with Hargeet. That's still going, Games Talk Live. But catch me there, Fonzie Gaming.
Definitely check it out. It's linked in the description as well. And
I love these 2 guys, even though we yell and curse at each other all the time.
yeah, absolutely. And
that's love, though. That's love.
That's true love. That's how you beef. The real beef, not fake beef. Zoka, you toddler. Talk to us. What are you going to say to people?
Yeah, Zalker7 making a shit ton of videos. I'm going to make videos as much as I can. I like talking about the games industry, and I'm going to try to get at least like 3 or 4 videos out a week, if not more. And then I have a solo stream every Friday. Did my first one yesterday. It was a lot of fun. People showed up. It was cool. Just talking, connecting, talking about the news, getting more feedback from the community. So keep an eye on that one. Every Friday, I'm going to try to do it at like 4:35 Pacific Standard Time. So we can have a lot of just chat and enjoy, man. Chat, react to stuff, talk to things, talk about gaming. So looking forward to that and the support from that and everybody. And honestly, this podcast is awesome. I love doing it with you boys and everybody in the chat. You guys have been feeding us so much good content, man. We love making fucking memes and having a good time and getting messy. So can't wait for this to keep going.
And also they need to follow us all on Blue Sky. Follow us all.
And Zorka, I'm sorry, I have to apologize. I just realized that your camera is actually good, well positioned, but on my stream, it's really zoomed into your face. So I need to,
jeez.
So I need to change that. So apologies for that. That was on me. Oh, that's when I zoom in. Well, the zoomed out one is fine. Okay. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'll sort that out.
We're done.
My forehead took most of the screen.
Yeah. But mad love, chat, and we'll see you next week.
Later, everybody.
This guy.